Yeah. Welcome to another fun, exciting edition of You Son of a Gun.
This week in toy culture, people.
My name is Russ Zandieh. Oh my God.
Usually we never get Hash to basically lose his mind in the beginning of it, but we were talking off air and I caught something and he did it right as we went live. I got him now. Usually he gets me. So
yes, normally one gets one of these things. It's not like the other. I don't know. Anyway,
not like the others.
well, just on Sunday alone, I want to tell everyone, or do you want to tell everyone, we now have merchandising for not only for this week in toy culture, we also have merchandising for this week in pop culture and the take. So for all you fans out there that likes to watch this show and want to find a way to support us, we now have a merchandise page. Just go to www.artistclub.ninja and you can support us by getting a t-shirt, a mug, a sticker, or maybe just a wall art alone.
They got stuff on there too, man. It's like pillows. They've got mugs, magnets, canvases,
cell phone cases,
t-shirts, sweatshirts, long sleeve shirts. I picked up the take long sleeve and cut the check in a t-shirt.
Yes.
So yeah, I can't wait for those.
Can't wait to see how those come out and everything. What's up, boys? From the J-Bo himself.
What up, good
and
sir?
Don't forget to catch us on twitch.tv/Evo Comics Inc. So if you'd like to go and support us at twitch.tv/Evo Comics Inc. It's a one-stop shop channel, not just for the toys, but also this week in pop culture, the take, and some video games every now and then. So check us out there.
Mm-hmm.
Now for some toys, or should we talk about the elephant in sort of the room? And that is, what is it? We all know that Todd McFarlane, we're getting new McFarlane toys out. So it looks like a lot of you guys I love that you guys are jumping ahead when it comes to toys. But we all know down the line that whatever gets released will not be released also. We also want to let it be known that just last week we showed a certain toy. And this week, the toy that we showed last week is already altered.
Mm-hmm.
So please be in mind that whatever you see, let's just say like Todd McFarlane posts a picture. Guess what? In about for 2 or 3 months from now, they may be a quick change, and that includes the box art.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of funny because we showed that one piece that we're going to show later, and we'll let you all know when we get close to it. But how it did change, and it was like that quick, like one image, and then a week later, it's a completely different image. So I wonder if they got a little flack from it. So kind of curious on that.
Well, we did get some of the cool toys and everything. I mean, look, we did talk about the Black Panther toy. We did mention many time and time again that we don't see Funko releasing this toy, and we were both right. So Funko could cut us a check. That we were both right that Funko did not release the figure, but granted, it's part of the box art, and most likely the toy is made. So most likely, years down the line, they will release the zombie version of Black Panther.
I say 2 years.
2 years?
I give it at least till the start of 2022. That's when you will see that released. I don't think they're going to do it before then, just because of poor taste, because the man's passing and everything like that. And they don't want to make a quick buck. And then by that time, hopefully flippers and scalpers won't be trying to overcharge fans.
Flippers, yeah.
We can't make no promises of that, but
that's true. And you can also, they're probably going to wait for the release of the What If series, because we're going to see Zombie Captain America. So once we see Zombie Captain America, that'll be the next draw for it.
Yes.
What else is there? Oh, we have sports. And, I don't know what happened to your Celtics, bro. Why do they keep losing?
It is what it is, man,
I know my nets for some reason are weird when it comes to breaks, are bad at working the three together.
Yep.
Before, when Kyrie Irving wasn't there, they seem to be doing very well with Harden into the lineup, and we love how Harden wore a fat suit and instantly he got skinny.
Yeah, right.
Way to change and make the quick buck.
And if we want to talk a little sports, how about Mr. TB12 there, the GOAT, Tom Brady, left us. We're
Yo,
still hurting. Now he is
that was
with.
a good game.
I mean, he's with the Tampa Bay Bucks, and he just basically said, "Hey, anybody want to go to a Super Bowl? Yeah, I'm your guy." And he took him first year to a Super Bowl, 10th Super Bowl.
Oh,
He's been in the league 20 years. He's played in 10 Super Bowls.
are you still rooting for Brady and the
Woo.
Buccaneers for the Super Bowl?
I mean, I just want to see him win it because then it ticks off those Brady haters.
Right.
That's why I want to see like those guys. Like I want to see them be like, "Oh, he won again." Shut up, leave it alone. He's a great player.
Well, depending on the team. Granted,
Yeah.
New York has given the two losses,
Mm.
2 losses ever. But also,
Yep.
granted, now I can root for the Patriots just a little bit because I'm not gonna lie. When I watched the game, I watched Green Bay fumble. Green Bay should have won that game. When I watched the second half, Green Bay should have won that game, plain and simple. But Green Bay also couldn't come back from it because I don't know, coaching just fell apart at the last 5 minutes when they
I
had
mean,
a shot.
you have one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. 3 consecutive drives, 3 consecutive picks, basically like 4 and outs, 5 and outs, and you can't score more than 1 touchdown and a field goal. And then within 4 yards, you kick a field goal, and you've got one of the greatest players of all time there. Oh,
I'll tell
I think
you.
he's out. I think he's out. I think Rodgers is leaving. I think he's leaving. I think he's going to San Fran. I think Garoppolo, they're going to
Ooh.
drop him. I think San Fran's getting him.
Mm-hmm.
Patriots are stuck with whatever's on the trash heap there of quarterbacks. I'd like to see him go after Deshaun Watson, but it just ain't going to happen. That'd be nice, but too much there they'd have to give up to get him, and I don't think Belichick wants to do that.
Sure.
But I don't think anybody here wants to listen to us chat about sports. That we might have to start another show on.
We can do sports because guess what? We also have some sports action figures and toys to show you guys as well too. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all your favorite ages, no matter what age you are, welcome to This Week in Toy Culture. As always, go and support us. If you like what you see, go and check out our merchandise page, which is currently at www.artsclub.ninja. Go and check us out there. And if you like the live show, go and support us also at twitch.tv/Evo Comics Inc. As you see below you, we are live on all 3 channels, but please go and support us on Twitch because Twitch loves us more than, to be honest, Twitch loves us more than Facebook and
right.
days. So support us there. Might have to be able to get Dark. What? Get Dak? All right, whatever.
Oh, get Dak from Cowboys, the quarterback there.
No, that's good. Yeah, no. Cowboys includes losing season no matter who they get. Anywho, let's get to some toys that are currently out in the market right now and some that we are currently hunting for. And that is the Masters of the Universe line. Whether you're a He-Man fan or part of the Masters of the Universe line, Battle Armor He-Man is out. Get him while you can. I'm currently on the hunt for him. I mean,
Definitely.
I like the fact that he's got old. They finally released him with the old school head. The first edition head is finally getting released,
which is nice. They're going back to some of the old school stuff. I love the battle chest plate here because that was one of my favorite things about the He-Man figures when we were kids, and just hitting it and just having the chest plate transfer over and just move over and see the different battle armor. So I used to have a blast with that, man.
Right? And then with that one, I mean, compared to what WWE has done with their interchangeable battle action, you know?
And I like how they call this one the deluxe edition. And I'm assuming it is because they've added all of the accessories, the things that we love to see. Accessories.
Well, when you go from a $15 action figure that normally comes with the axe and the sword, this time doesn't have the shield that normally comes with, but it comes with the fireball kind of thing, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Comes with an extra hand. So as if He-Man can hold both at the same time, which I like. You know, a little bit of a problem from the 80s edition where you still had the standard flat hand.
Yes.
And you really couldn't do much. And why he had why he had 2 weapons, I have no idea. Interesting to see if the back has a holster to hold the sword. That'd be pretty cool.
Right.
Or I actually would have seen this as a side holster. It would have been cool to see He-Man for once having a side holster. Just a little different.
I can see that would definitely change it up a little bit, but I mean, if it ain't broke, why fix it? You know?
Still got to get it. Still has to be part of my collection. I don't even care if it's card unpunched. It doesn't matter. I don't know. I do. I still have the other figures I haven't opened yet, which I do have. So that one, I do like it that it has the 85 edition head. Sorry, the 82 or 83 edition first head that's ever
Yep.
come out for He-Man is part of the deluxe edition, and the new edition has a more of a mutton chop. How do you call it? What do you call that hair?
I,
What do you?
I
What do
was
you?
gonna say it looks like it looks like the mutton chop or like the more like party in the back, business in front type here, But I like it because the other one looks more like he's like Prince Adam style, and this one looks like he's more of like a warrior with the haircut style, So it makes it look pretty good.
Maybe the deluxe. You got a little old school with a little bit of a new school look.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
that's probably why. Also, we got Skeletor as well too. Now we got Grumpy version Skeletor, and yet again, this actually isn't the original 83 head. This is a different 83 head.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised they couldn't get the OG head, but I have the OG Skeletor, which you guys have seen on my Facebook page. That is not Instagram, actually. That is not the original 83 head. It's a little bit different,
Because that's the one I have from last year's model.
right?
You know,
Kind of fits.
that
Kind of
one.
fits it.
Yeah.
Kind of
You know,
fits it. Kind of fits in a way.
I do like it though, because but I mean, again, he gets a shield. Why does he get a shield? He-Man doesn't get a
Yeah,
shield,
He-Man gets something.
right?
Yeah, right. He-Man has less. Yeah, but here's the thing, though. You have the fire. So you have the fireball out of He-Man, right? So you
Right.
have the fireball out of He-Man. He gets. But this is the first in the line I've seen Skeletor with a shield.
Right, but you think about it, if you think about it in the cartoon series, what it was, Skeletor's one with the the powers, the mystical powers. So he would throw the fireball out of his hand. He-Man would have the shield. Just would make sense. Yeah, I mean, it'd change it up a little bit. It's all good.
Yeah, we
And
get
it says
something out of
deluxe
it.
at the top of it as well. Trying to find these unpunched is going to be the challenge.
You never know. I'm gonna be at a Comic Con this weekend, and hopefully, when I go to the toy show in March as well too, hopefully I can find a few of these unpunched the
Yes.
first second I get to the guys. I don't care if I'm paying $20 a figure. I'm still gonna grab these bad boys.
Yep.
So probably may grab. I know you got your guy. I don't have a guy. By the time I get to you guys, that 3 hour drive, I love you to death. But if I take the 3 hour drive, it's going to be for something else, and that's a delivery of a let's just say a board or a hoverboard to someone.
Yes, that's going to be nice when that gets
I didn't do
delivered.
that. I still haven't delivered that yet to a certain
Nope.
someone. And I just want to see his face when he sees it. Yes, I'm glad cons are happening again this year. Yes, some are happening, some aren't. Go and check your dates for any local shows. A lot of them are changed, but by beginning of summer, they should be in full force. Your larger conventions, not so much. So I'm going to say this right now. Cancel New York Comic Con, cancel San Diego Comic Con. I'll tell you this right now. You can cut my check when I say it. These two, some of the major shows are going to be canceled. Some of your other ones are not because of how the buildings are laid out. Like C2E2 is going to happen because they can extend it to other parts of the room, and the convention center would allow that. New York Comic Con in San Diego, they they hold 100% of the convention in every part of the building. They cannot space anything out. And could you go to a convention without a panel? Yeah, that'll be the thing. You go to a convention, your one time back is you get no panels. So please be aware of a lot of things that are happening in the convention world. All right, continuing on with the Masters of the Universe. Wait, but here's the kicker. I just realized, right? You have He-Man in the Masters of the Universe, right?
Yep.
Battle Armor Skeletor is just as Masters of the Universe, or are they sticking with the bad guys in Masters of the Universe, and then He-Man and the Masters of the Universe are He-Man? We'll get to that in a second because I seem to just notice this one right. This caught my eye now, and it probably caught a lot of you guys. This is He-Man. This is Masters of the Universe, and some of the new figures coming. Right, some of the newer figures coming out as well too will say just like be very similar to Masters of the Universe. So it'll be interesting to see what comes out first. Because if they release a He-Man just saying Masters of the Universe, ooh baby, you know what that means.
Yep.
You better seal that bad boy. You never touch it. You put it on the shelf till it goes dusty. reason why I'm saying this is because you have Masters of the Universe and you're releasing Hordak. This should say She-Ra and the Masters of the Universe. If you
Yeah.
want to go that route.
Well, if anything, it would definitely say She-Ra, Princess of Power.
Right.
You know, but
Right. They
you're
should have a
doing it
Princess of Power
Masters of the
logo.
Universe, Hordak. So, I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to combine everything under one property now, one IP, just to be able to sell it better. Maybe they think that'll sell better.
Well, they did it. They did it before. They used to do when they re-released Masters of the Universe. They did go back to one. They did go back to one name, especially in the 2000s era. When Mattel re-released, when they started building collective action figures over again. If you don't remember, they were similar to I guess similar to when Toy Biz was. They were the ultra sealed versions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they did. And then years later, Mattel did Matty Collector, and we don't know how that collection went. Either your collection's worth a lot of money, or they were with junk. And luckily enough, your collection's still worth a lot. I remember, thankfully enough, COVID, I was able to sell a Skeletor and Panther for a good price.
A pretty penny.
For a pretty big, lots of pennies.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got Hordak out. I don't know if this figure is out now or it's going to be coming out, but we have Man E faces coming out as well too. We did get a glimmer of this when WWE released this as the New Day, because you get to change the New Day faces and everything.
Yep.
That was a little nostalgic for me.
I mean, this guy's going to be a good character, and I do like how they keep with the button on the top. You just push it down, and his face is going to change and stuff like that, which is going to be cool.
It's still twisty. It's a twisty.
Well, it doesn't. Oh, it's the top part's a twisty.
Twisty.
My bad. You're right.
Yeah, the top
part's
a twisty.
Yep. I thought it was
still pretty cool.
I'm used to some of the Mighty Mugs and stuff like that. You tap their head, and they like their head. Twist. Yeah, that's what it was.
Then we have Ninjor,
the evil ninja warrior. And now this one says new for 21. The others we don't see packaging for, so who knows what they're going to be done for?
Well, maybe they were the maybe they were the 2020 editions, because we went through one of them, especially some of the Mattel He-Mans and Skeletors. Some say 2020, some say have them blank.
Right.
So either we get wave 1.A, wave 1.B. 1.2, 1. Could we be getting? Could we be getting? Remember, a lot of times, like what WWE was doing when it came to first editions, it would say first in line.
Yes. Yep.
This be wave 1.1?
Don't know. We'll have to find out soon.
This toy freaked me out as a kid. Yeah, Manny Faces, or Manny Faces did, but there was other ones that were kind of creepy too.
Yeah.
Anyway, you got Ninjor out. Got a little modern posing retro play. Ultra visible. New for 21. Also is Roboto. If you haven't seen Rick and Morty, they make a He-Man reference by using this character in Rick and Morty.
Yep, they do.
Must have in your collection, especially with the pop culture reference that's running around.
I remember having this one as a kid too, because you did twist it and you had these little gears would twist and stuff like that. It was very basic, very plain for a character, but it was definitely cool.
It was also very not anime, very Japanese edition too, because a few years back they made an action figure that just showed the insides of the toy. This was part of that. This was part of it.
Yeah, they did that with some of the Transformers too and stuff like that. And just no, I can't do it. I can't get behind it. I can't get behind them. They just look right. They look weird to me.
They look weird. All right, back to action. We have Scareglow. Now, I've seen some of these running around. I've seen the retros. I've even seen copies of this figure. This is by far, in my opinion, what gives about this action figure. Can someone please explain to me what gives about this action figure? Like, is it because like the first time it ever existed, it actually did glow in the dark? Remember, as a kid growing up, this darn thing glowed in the dark.
Yeah.
What is the fascination of this thing?
Of Scareglow?
Scareglow? Yeah. What was the fascination for? Was it because of the fact that it was like a glowing skeleton?
I don't know. I mean, I know this is supposed to be Skeletor, but I don't remember the details behind how this character came to be on the show. Um, so I have no idea what his backstory is. I'm gonna have to look that up myself. I have no idea.
Yeah, I remember I did have. I kind of wish I kept it. I did have the Mattel action figure from Matty Collector, and I don't remember the back of the thing because if you remember during the Mattel Matty Collector times, they were new figures or new characters being brought in, and Eternia was getting extended by all these extra characters. Scareglow, they created a backstory for Scareglow. So, and they also collected. They also did it for Merman. Merman had a backstory, had a bigger
Mhm.
backstory because there was Merman Land or something with Merman, and one of the other characters as well too. One of um one of the other henchmen was also a part of it as well too. Scareglow wasn't in the cartoon. I thought Scareglow was in the cartoon. Thanks, Quick Freeze. I thought Scareglow was in the cartoon. That's the reason why for the fascination. Or did it come out at the very end of the Mattel series of the 1980s? And because probably never made it to the cartoon, a toy was released. We also forget too, Ninja Turtles did the same thing. A toy was released before the cartoon, and they based everything off the cartoon, never for the comics. Be interesting. Kind of is a Skeletor knockoff, but I remember
Oh,
did Skeletor at one point get like I see
all
something.
right. So Scareglow here, species Eternia. I'm sorry, Homeworld Eternia, male, none. Evil Warriors is his affiliation. He's a ghost who labors in service to Skeletor. He is a skeletal ghost warrior who seems to have a solid but translucent body and whose bones emit a strong glow which can intimidate even the bravest opponents. He wears a long purple cape and carries a Sith of Doom. He was one of the
Oh,
last figures released in the original Master Universe toy line, like what you were saying. Scareglow is among the most mysterious due to his few appearances in fiction. The tagline "Evil Ghost of Skeletor" has led to a fan speculation that Scareglow is Skeletor, following that character's eventual death. So, and there's a lot more stuff in there too. I don't want to sit there and read the whole thing, but I just found that on Wiki Grayskull. So
Wiki Grace.
Wikipedia, but Grayskull. He-Man.fandom.com. Never knew the character. I just know everyone's obsessed with him. He's always a hard one to come by. So,
Right.
and knowing's half the battle, kids.
G.I. Joe. We'll get to that in a second. We also have She-Ra, Princess of Power. Finally, finally, they finally give us a She-Ra worth collecting and not going to the girls' aisle just to get a 3.5-inch figure of a character that just does this. That's
Yeah,
it.
right.
That didn't do anything. And yes, you had to brush her hair. I did. So if you wanted boys to play with Barbie dolls, yes, Mattel did a great time of releasing it. They also failed in the toy release. That's what they failed at.
Yeah.
Finally, yes, Mia. I believe every single person, male, female, whoever loves She-Ra, has to pick up a She-Ra. She's gonna be part of my collection. I kept actually from Matty Collector. I did keep my She-Ra.
I know Steve has one. I never had She-Ra action figure when we were a kid growing up because we just never could find them. You know,
They were in the girls'
we had
aisle.
all
That
these.
was the problem.
Yeah,
You know that, right?
never could find them.
So, so in the 80s when they switched it from He-Man to She-Ra, She-Ra and the rest of those action figures was never in the boys' aisle. It was in the girls' aisle. So as a kid growing up, it was a little weird for boys to go down the girls' aisle. I
Yeah,
remember having to take my mom down the girls' aisle just to find her.
yeah. The only
So
time we ever
apparently
went down
there's
the
two
girls.
editions.
Yeah, the only time
So
we
I
ever went
guess
down the girl aisle was I was getting something for my little sister. I
right.
didn't go down there looking for action figures for me.
So apparently, from what I've been seeing right now, there's going to be two editions: one with real hair, one with not with. I guess one's with plastic hair.
Eh,
Can't really tell on
I
this.
could
It
see
looks like
them
the
doing that.
same. I guess
She
let's
looks like
zoom in
she's
on that
wearing
hair.
like some. I was gonna say she looks like she has like a helmet on in a way.
Well, she has the face like that she always wears and
Yeah,
everything. But this normally has it's supposed to have real hair. This looks like it has real hair because I see hair follicles here. and I see some of the hair follicles here, and they wouldn't have claws. So I think this one has, but if you guys are saying it doesn't. This actually from here looks like plastic hair.
Yeah, but that
Hey,
background where you're talking, you said that might be here. That could be part of the back cover of the comic book there.
that's true too. But still pretty cool. A must have in any collection. Happy
Oh yeah,
hunting if you do find one. So
and if you find him on
happy
Punch,
hunting.
send me a message.
We've shown Trap Jaw before. We've shown him with many accessories, but I know he's coming out now. So hunt and hunt well, young hunters. I don't know.
Trapjaw's always been one of my favorites for the Skeletor's villains because of the different arm attachments he used to always. Like you had multiple accessories with one figure back in the day as a kid, so that made it really cool. You know, so you could have different swappable pieces, which I always love. And I like that they have the like his WWE Wrestling Championship belt there with the little hooks on the side, so you can put his little attachments onto it.
Yeah, it's true. Still pretty cool. Then we also have Triclops.
Evil and sees everything. Great tagline for him. Now, didn't they do when they did the WWE version of this? This was Tito Santana, right? I think it was
I
Triclops.
think so. Yeah, I think Tito had the fate. Oh God, I don't think they did this one for WWE. We have to go back and look at the WWE figures one, but they always kept a different shield. They did. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat had this chest piece, but not
Yeah,
the
but he
head.
was Dragon one or something. I think it was
Dragon
his
version.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I guess they added the headband, but the headband was supposed to look like this, but didn't look like this.
Yeah.
I think so. Could have been out of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. We'll see. Yeah,
Maybe
the
that's what I'm
guys
thinking
are bizarre.
of.
Yes, I never. A lot of you guys are not a big fan of some of the old school He-Man ones. Some of you guys are, especially with Zodak.
Yep.
Zodak, we've seen this chest, especially this chest piece logo alone. We've seen it on a lot of the WWE Universe figures.
Yes.
And it is pretty cool that if you want to have He-Man versus WWE, you can actually have, He-Man versus John Cena, or He-Man versus The Undertaker, or He-Man versus Triple H. Who would? And thankfully so, they did not add the sword to any of the to any of the WWE collections. Could you imagine?
It would have been rough.
Yeah. Like I don't even know what WWE has as their sword, like as their power sword. Like, does anyone know what?
No.
No.
No, I don't. I have no idea.
All right.
I didn't get into those lines.
Well, speaking of WWE, we're about to get into the WWE 2-pack, and just not too long ago, WWE's new championship belts come with side plates that come in and out. Granted, I missed the picture to show this, but this is part of the WWE 2-pack that comes with the stands that come under the action figure. Also comes with the plates that you can interchange in your replica or commemorative WWE championship belts. Pretty cool. You have the 2-pack of not Triple H, Big Show and Ric Flair. Still pretty cool. And if someone says Ric Flair looks like he's got the mom hair.
Even that can I speak to your manager Karen hairstyle there,
Right. This is the Karen. If you add him to any female character, you have the Karen.
Most definitely. I'm surprised WWE has not done that as a character yet.
What the Karen? No. They probably won't. They won't. But
I think
as a
that'd be
pop
hilarious
figure,
if they did. You're right.
as a pop figure, we also have Bray Wyatt and Daniel Bryan also coming with their commemorative plates. Still pretty cool.
Which I think is cool where they can interchange with the actual like continental belts and stuff like that, because now that you have to now pick up extra items to, combine different things. So you have to be a collector of all of it.
Right. So they are going to release the commemorative Intercontinental title and the commemorative United States title, which will also have interchangeable plates. So you're gonna
Mhm.
need these for, let's just say, your champion becomes Intercontinental Champion. Also, at one point, Daniel Bryan was Intercontinental Champion. Bray
Yep.
Wyatt has been WWE Champion and Universal Champion, so it's great to start collecting these. We can go backwards. Big Show has been WWE and Intercontinental Champion. Ric Flair has been WWE Champion and Intercontinental
Yep.
Champion. So part of the new school, you can add to these as you come along. We can also add Triple. Why am I saying his name? Why?
You keep going Triple
Uh,
H, man.
you know what it's because the last toy we're going to go through one of the toys, and you and I were talking about it.
Yeah.
We have Kane and Edge, and especially if you're a big WWE fan, Edge is going to be in this Sunday's Royal Rumble. So you
I'm
got to
sorry.
have Edge.
Isn't this former governor Kane, or was it senator?
Current governor.
Current governor. Yes.
Current governor of
Governor.
Knoxville, Florida? Somethingville, Florida?
Knoxville. Is it Florida?
Hey, Annabelle. Yeah, somewhere in Florida. Yeah.
Okay.
Love them. Those high,
Those
those
thigh.
thigh high.
Yeah, that
Those
was
thigh
on
high.
the one right before this. He had the thigh high boots on.
Oh, these are the kicking. Okay, so that's his knee pad. This is his shin guard thing. So yeah, by the time he puts it on, it looks kind of high. Yeah, some of them will. So you have Kane. Kane is perfect because this will only go for your WWE championships because Kane's
Yep.
only been WWE champion. As far as Edge, he's been Intercontinental Champion and he's been WWE Champion. So it's good to just drag onto these.
So he's the governor of Tennessee. That's what it is. Knoxville, Tennessee.
Thank you. Knoxville, Tennessee. All right, now on to some new action figures. Well, now we're going to be on to WWE Elite Collection. This is the 84. Some of these we've mentioned. There was a lot of prototypes that we've shown before. These will be coming out not too long from now, so be on the hunt. I know I'm currently on the hunt for a British Bulldog, so hopefully in the New York, New England territory, or when I go to PA or Jersey this weekend, I can probably find a British Bulldog. Hopefully,
that'd be nice for you. I do. Every time
anyway,
I go anywhere, I always look.
I know, so hard. COVID has ruined our hunt for toys. Darn scalpers. They even ruined the hunt for a PS5 and an Xbox. I knew I should have pre-ordered one. Anyway, you get Jeff Hardy's part of the collection. Now I know why I screwed up the thing because I just put a 2, didn't put the name. Anyway, we got version 1 sort of the new Jeff Hardy action figure coming out. We also have Angel Garza currently right now. He's currently running around doing his Bachelor promo. Which is really sketchy to watch. I had the Wii Thumb Wrestlers. That, as far as my collection ever went, as a loyal watcher. Hey, I currently have Impact in the background, so every now and then you see me like look behind me. I have Impact playing. So because we got 2 Long Island locals, aka Matt Cardona, also known as Zack Ryder, and Kurt Hawkins. Brian Myers currently in Impact, so watch them every once in a blue moon. We also have Buddy Murphy, aka part of the Rey Mysterio storyline where he's dating Rey Mysterio's daughter.
Interesting. That's a brave man,
right? You know what the brave part is? Everyone's taller. I didn't know his wife is even taller than Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, he's a shorty. He's a real short guy. I have a photo with him where he's like right here on me, like on my shoulder, and I'm just like, look now. I'm like, wow, you look a lot bigger on TV.
I forgot that he walked around Rhode Island Comic Con the 2 years ago when he was a guest at the show.
Yep.
He literally took out his contacts, changed his T-shirt.
Yep.
Took out his contacts, took out his face, took out his mask, and walked around the whole show. And I guarantee you, Nobody 2 people, the whole entire room, I recognized him as he walked by because I said, "Hey, Ray," and he kept walking, knowing I had just called him out. Because I knew what he looked like. If you've ever watched the movie Ready to Rumble with with David Arquette, he's maskless in the movie.
Yeah. I've met him maskless, and I still don't know what the hell he looks like. I don't remember what he looks like, truthfully.
Just look at as a pubescent. Like if he looks like a kid walking through the crowd. Like you would think, like, excuse me, where's your parents?
Excuse me, older young boy. Could you tell us where your parents are?
And can you tell us where your parents are? What? I was like, yeah. Can you just tell us where your parents are? I mean, you can't walk around a show unattended.
So
You
what's up with
sure
the
about-
Roman Reigns on the back of his jacket here? I
All
don't know.
right,
I
so
don't know
he
this
is
character,
a
so I
Roman.
apologize.
So Roman Reigns at one point is the Messiah of Monday Night.
Ah,
So as part of his Messiah of Monday Night, Buddy Murphy is one of his apostles, or say. So
his
they ran
disciple.
yeah, they went the old school religious card with saying, the Messiah of Monday Night, the Monday Night Messiah, and Buddy Murphy is a follower of Seth. But shortly after, Seth left due to his wife, due to his girlfriend slash wife being pregnant, aka Becky Lynch, and now they have a baby girl. So they're not doing the
Nice.
storyline anymore. But as a collector with pay-per-views and stuff, everyone's got to have a certain figure with certain parts, with certain
Yeah.
colors. This is the other edition of the Jeff Hardy. Yet again, same attire, just a little bit less white on the arms. Also has a different face paint. Gotta love Jeff Hardy. If his costume ain't changing, his face paint is.
And with this, it just looks like it's just a mask. Like you can pop off and he'd be normal. It really does look that way.
Well, some of them do. They like they have those pre-made masks or whatever, and they just
Yeah.
slap them on. I think Ultimate Warrior at one point, all his masks were pre-made, and you just have to slap them on. I believe the only person that has to draw it out almost is Sting, and I think Jeff Hardy also does the same exact thing because those are really edged. I think one of them is a chase. I don't remember which one. I think the other one is not this one, but the first one that we showed. I think this one's the chase.
Looks so
I could
weird.
be wrong.
That one.
I could be wrong on one of these being the chases. I'm saying this one is the chase. I don't know exactly which one, but in about next couple weeks from now, we're gonna find out. And when we do, Dave, I guess you'll know before I do, or you'll know during the show. So all you gotta do is follow up,
Tune in.
tune in. Tune in on Tuesdays, follow the Instagram, follow the everything else. We also have Rhea Ripley. Really, I want to say, man, she goes from NXT champion to coming to Raw and just having a really bad storyline, like a really bad story with Becky Lynch, and just going, really, you're just gonna, you know, come in, do a really bad storyline, and have to go, and she has to go back. Well, that's booking. Whatever's happening in NXT, it's working. Whatever happens in WWE isn't working.
I just don't think they have the right writers right now. The storylines are convoluted. Like they need to work on their writing better.
As they sit there work on their writing, you also have Mister Mister. We'll say Mister Universe at this rate because he is the Universal Champion. Mister Universe himself, Roman Reigns. And I like how they did the Brock Lesnar kind of shirt, wreck
Yeah,
everyone and leave.
I like that the two different heads. You got the different hand poses. Obviously his vest.
Right.
You know, it's cool. They added some different attachments, which is always nice.
Well, this is a lot for an elite figure, so they may have changed. This may go for the other edition, so I don't know why they put it for this one. This may be. I think they wrote the wrong information for this one. I think this is the Ultimate Elites. I can be wrong because the fact that normally with the
Hey.
Ultimate Elite ones, they come with a lot more accessories. Normally comes with a lot of extra heads, a lot of extra hands. This is a full on. You get a whole new attire, a whole new outfit out of him.
Yeah.
So I could be wrong, but we'll see. She did have a match in Raw. Go back and look, or is it SmackDown? One of the two. She did have a match. They brought her in, and it failed in one episode.
Yeah.
You know why? I have it on DVR, bro, and I get to hear it 5 minutes later afterwards by all these other podcasts and talk shows, and all these feeds. You think your feed is a lot? You should look at my Instagram. You should just look at the Instagram and the Facebook page. Bergy will tell you when I showed him like this is the stuff I have to go through every day.
Oh God, he ain't kidding, man. He is not kidding. He said that he
Uh,
scrolled through for like 10 minutes. It was just all wrestling stuff, wrestling. It's like, good
right.
lord.
Yeah, and then then the side conversations I'll have with some of the wrestlers, via text message. And if you've watched the special edition, Thomas, we did have a special edition where we had Georgia Smith on the show. So if you missed
Yep.
any part of it, just go to the Facebook page. I think I have it also on the Twitch as a special clip. So go on twitch.tv/Evil Comics Inc. or go onto the Facebook page, whether you go on Evil Comics Inc. or go to This Week in Toy Culture. We have the Georgia Smith interview right there. Pretty cool, actually. I did text her a few hours ago, and she texted me back something really funny. We also have the Seamus. Pretty cool. Anyone's a big Seamus fan. Look, who doesn't love Rocksteady?
Yeah, I was just saying, it's Rocksteady to me, man. It's Rocksteady.
It's Rocksteady.
Ninja Turtles.
He did a bet. He was the better. He was better than all the Ninja Turtles. He was better than Bebop. He was better than Shredder. A lot better than Krang. Whatever the hell Baxter was. I'm sorry. Seamus, I'm sorry, was the better. You believed him as him being a punk badass.
I like this guy. I even like him. I like him in wrestling too. I think he's one of the best characters.
Yes. I believe. Something. One action figure we did show a few weeks ago or a few months ago and everything was a prototype also of another action figure. And you and I discussed this before. We don't know if WWE is going to release this. And just because they released the prototype, now it's official. WWE is going to be releasing the Selena Vega action figure. And if you don't know already, Selena Vega was fired by WWE by not only staying to her Twitch page, but also creating a fans-only page as well, too. Yes, for you boys out there, go jump on the fans-only page. It's just her cosplaying in different costumes every now and then. So, and because when WWE forced everyone to get rid of their pages, she kept them. I'm a little shocked that WWE is going to release this action figure, and if this becomes almost like the Black Panther one, you see the figure, but it doesn't get released, this could also happen.
I don't agree with what WWE did there with a lot of these characters because this is a way for them to make money. And I get it. They own the rights to their characters, but she was also streaming video games or something, I believe.
Right.
And
she was also
doing stuff like that. So for them to make her stop that, it's not like she was streaming like WWE wrestling. She was streaming other games. I think that's kind of dumb. And they should have jumped on that and like, hey, maybe this is a way for us to grow our viewership. Because no offense, your numbers were down in the last quarter. Have some of your wrestlers play against fans and play them in a wrestling game or something. You get Twitch streamers for that. You'd probably get your viewership back up. They might tune.
Well, this is the other thing. Well, this is the other thing though too. She's not part of the up, up, down, down fiasco that's happening. That's the other problem. She went behind like those guys back and started doing her own stream. When those guys stream, like when you see Cesaro, when you see AJ Styles, when you even see Xavier, they're part of the WWE version of the Up Up Down Down brand. She isn't. She's using her real name to promote herself only. So that's probably why WWE pulled the plug on her. Who knows what has going to happen next, but still pretty cool. If you are hunting for WWE toys, this is going to be the last Selena Vega action figure. So if you're a big fan of hers, go and grab your Selena figure soon. Pre-order wherever you get your hands on. Order it because it'll be like a one and only kind of thing. You know.
I don't think this is going to be on the shelves very long either. This will be a quick sell and then it's off if it does hit the shelves.
God, this will be like the $50 item. Like you paying $20 for it. This is the $50 item because it's the last ever. Unless she ends up on AEW in the next 2 months or so, and they release her action figure, this will be the last one in Mattel. But I don't think she's gonna. I know something. I'm not saying that's not for here.
Right.
Anyway, next up, still sticking to the Elite figures and everything, but we have the Legendary series, and these are Target exclusives. So first up, minus a Hulk Hogan action figure, we have Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Not only can you get him in a yellow attire, you can also get him in the purple trunks too.
He needs to have the shears. You need to have the big old shears with him, or the little scissors with him. That's
I'm on the face. Where's the face mask?
True. Yeah.
Is it
I'm
just me? Like Brutus was a one-time tag team champion and it was with Hulk Hogan, if I'm mistaken, right? So if he's a
I believe
one-time
you're right.
tag team champion, during his stint as a tag team champion, he wore the Ultimate Warrior style face shield throughout all of it, including WrestleMania 9,
Hmm.
including WrestleMania 9. Hell, at Caesar's Palace. Yeah, where's the hot pink? We're looking for the hot pink as well too, bro. But I
Yeah.
think with the hot pink ones, you got the shears. But Dave, you seem to know just as much knowledge as I do. Um, did he? Wasn't he supposed to have, you know, a face mask? Is his one time tag team run with Hogan, and he's supposed to have shears? Like he's supposed to have everything.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine him when they had the cut your hair matches? Right? Oh no, he did. I'm sorry, he did have a cut your hair match, and he got regular scissors. And the first cut was with the was with his
Yep.
big whackers, but he had to go back and get regular
Yep.
barber style
And
scissors.
so one thing I always knew is when growing up watching that show is you knew that's when that character was taking a change of like new
Right.
outfit, or maybe they were being a different storyline, turn heel, or they were going to turn hero, or whatever. Was Beefcake did something like that, like he cut their hair and then you see a different style, and the next week later they embrace it and they're so it was always cool to see. I remember watching that in the middle of the ring. They'd knock him out, then he'd take the shades out and cut the hair while the referee was always trying to stop him. You know?
And you go cut that now. Hear Beastie Boys playing in the background. Yeah. Anyway, we got Bruce Bar BFKs. We got DDP. This looks like when he had his WWE run, so kind of cool. He did have the
I
short
love the
hair.
facial expression. I love the face expression on him.
Well, yeah, you get this on his DVD yoga plan. Bam.
You know, the DDP. I just love the look of it, like that smile, that grin. Like that's great.
And he grin that he has constantly going. I'm
Yep.
I kind of wish this was released with the European title, but I think it was. I think a previous action figure of DDP was released with the European title. But
Mm-hmm.
it'd still be nice to see him still rocking the European title because, if I'm mistaken, he retired. The belt was retired under him, I think.
I don't remember.
So
10 years.
I don't remember. I gotta go back. My wrestling history is a little off, but he was at one point a European champion, and he won it over Christian, I believe. Yeah. Then they had
You
that
know,
weird. Yeah.
I was gonna say, you know what I do like about him? Like this man has helped so many WWE wrestlers, former wrestlers, like revitalize their life and their careers and stuff like that with his yoga stuff. So hats off to him, man. He's done a great job with that stuff.
Undertaker was being interviewed by Joe Rogan, and they were talking about DDP yoga, of
Mm-hmm.
Undertaker going on DDP yoga,
Yep.
maybe using it to get one more match in. Could you see Undertaker coming in for one more match?
Please, and then kick the daylights out of Brock Lesnar. Redeem your loss.
Dave, remind me next time. I'm gonna look up some information or go follow This Week in Toy Culture. I'll post up to see how many times or if he actually did win the tag title with Greg the Hammer Valentine, because I'm a little foggy as well too. All we got to do is go on YouTube and try to find those matches. Thank God for YouTube.
What was
Anyway,
their
we
name?
also have what?
Beefcake and I was trying to think what the name of there was what their name their tag team championship thing was. Their tag team. I don't remember.
We also got John Cena, first edition, with the ruthless, or as people like to say, toothless aggression era. Yeah.
I know this is Cena, but that haircut, I just do not like it on that head. The other one, whereas the one on the bottom, that's the one I recognize him from. But
Right, because all right, so on one edition on SmackDown, I believe, um, he comes out with his new hair, with the old school trunks. He comes out with it. When they went old
yeah,
school, he did do it one more time. And if you are a big John Cena fan, when he wore his black and whites or his blue and oranges, they were under his shorts. So he always rocked these tights under his regular whether the jean shorts or the fatigue shorts, he always
Right.
wore them under his attire. I think he said something about them being good luck to him, and those are the first attires that he's ever worn. So he just wanted to like wear them because just to show that where it came from. What I find very interesting is you have the Bray Wyatt Vince McMahon action figure, which is kind of weird.
What now? Explain to me because I don't know this Bray Wyatt Vince McMahon
So
action figure. What is?
The Bray Wyatt has a thing called the Funhouse.
Okay.
Um, and he has like little puppets running around. This is one of the puppets from the Funhouse.
Oh, okay.
So to
Huh.
see one of the puppets from the Funhouse as part of Cena collection kind of makes me be like, what's going on? Or are they throwing extra accessories just because? Don't
Wouldn't
really
that be
know.
funny if it was almost like a build a figure, but it was with the Funhouse and they put all these different figures, these little characters, all the different figures?
Hmm. Who knows?
Could be doing it.
Who knows? I don't know. Could be
Yeah.
right. I don't remember the episodes. I just remember like seeing it 1 minute, next minute's gone. We also have the release of Vader. He kind of looks like. You look at this. What does this look like? Kane, like the
Yeah.
original, the origins of Kane, especially
Yep.
the black and red going on.
Mm-hmm.
May he rest in
Uh,
peace, bro. But
yeah, dude, he could wrestle, man. Back in the day, I remember I used to love watching this man come out. It was kind of like that red wrestling mask, and it also kind of felt like where, and I know it's not why, but Mankind, the way he had his mask was kind of somewhat similar to that mask. It was like almost like a nod to it, but I know it wasn't. Um, but that giant black sarcophagus style, head plate was incredible. Just loved seeing that when it came on TV.
true. It was also weird. At one point, wasn't he like not a talkable character?
Mhm.
There's a reason why he'd always wore the thing, and also it took also a long time for him to take it off. Because if
Oh
he went
yeah,
to the ring by himself, it was almost impossible for him to take this off and be ready for the match. And that's why he always had to go first. Because if he came second, how do you take this off in mere seconds?
no,
Because it was like a giant headdress to
oh
take
yeah,
this thing on and off. It's what it also looks like. Remember the Aliens movie where the prequel ones where
yeah.
those alien guys are wearing the body armor?
Hmm.
Did they take this from? Did did they take this from that now?
I
Kind of
have
looks
no
like it.
clue. I mean, it does have. I do like how the front nose looks almost like elephant esque. Has like that
Right.
elephant look to it. And the other headpiece that he has at the bottom, it looks just like
All
looks
right.
all surprised and stuff.
So we were talking about the WWE Masters of the WWE Universe. So we're gonna jump ahead. We're gonna get into some. We got Goldberg, aka Ran, of the WWE, of the Masters of the WWE Universe, part of Series 6 in the collection. I like how he's ramming. I love the comic. I gotta get a few because if any of you guys have collected these, does every comic book inside of it have a different story, or is it just different cover, one story, different covers? Because I haven't bought
I've
one.
never, I've never collected one, so I couldn't tell you.
Right, I have the first ones that come with a stand and everything. So I have the first ones. I never picked up the ones that have the books. Um, so it'll be interesting to see is a collection because don't forget we're making fun of the fact that these are coming out. Are these are they in a numeric reasoning for these books or just one off?
Right?
These are the one off stories.
What I'd like to see too is like if they release these little comics individually, I'd buy them. I would buy these individual comics without buying the figures.
Right, but they were hard to get to. I remember Masters of the Universe. They were if you have all I think 25 books and they stopped doing them, you have to get all 25 books. But some of them were not numbered, but they were in series. There was an order to them.
So like series 1, series 2, series 3 type deal. Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw a few and I was gonna grab them, but there's a high collectability on the original He-Man ones, especially Masters of the Universe books, and if these have different stories, um, also the original He-Man books had nothing to do with the cartoon series, so the books
Nope.
storyline wise was completely different from what the cartoon was.
Yeah.
Um, So with Mattel going back to the books for Masters of the Universe, are they also throwing in some He-Man and Skeletor lore in this? Because I have no idea. I've never read any of them. If you read any of these books, please let me know.
Well,
I see.
from the look, it's Ram Man's hitting, which looks like WWE. I'm sorry. Oh my
Like
God, what's
Triple
his
H.
name?
That's
Ultimate
Triple
Warrior.
H. No,
No,
that's
I think that's
looks.
Ultimate
Oh yeah, it
Warrior.
is Warrior. That's probably going
Ultimate
with the
Warrior.
series then.
Yeah.
So that's probably going with whatever the series is.
So maybe
So there
one
we
each comic is its own little storyline, but they all team together.
maybe because if this is part of Series 6, and the
Yep.
reason why we're saying this is Ultimate Warrior, and it is Ultimate Warrior because Ultimate Warrior is part of the series. We'll get to Ultimate Warrior just a second. We also have Kane.
Yep.
Kane is not far fetched. No redone. No editing on him. No nothing whatsoever. He just looks exactly how he looks in and out of the ring. How he looked like back in the day. What's interesting is you got Undertaker and you have this is Stephanie McMahon in the comic book, which looks like Evil Lynn, and is Undertaker supposed to be Keldor, aka the early version of Skeletor? That's what it looks like.
It does look like that. But if you also look in the little storyline, the comic there, it almost looks like what's happening on the front cover. So it looks like each individual comic is different right now.
Right. It's the one off. It's a one off story per character.
Yep. That is cool.
Still pretty cool.
Yeah.
You turn the page, it's just like two. It's just like 2 pages. It's just that's it. There's no real book. Just got like a mini poster of like front and back, and then the back only shows like the almost like a checklist for for the toys.
Right. I mean, that would be the smart thing. It'd help out people that like young kids that wanted to. I remember as a kid getting the back of an action figure and had the check mark, and you always had that one that you had every check mark on it. You know.
I just realized his arms. His arms remind me of. You remember when the Mattel couldn't put the gauntlet on, but they had them etched in.
Yep. Yep.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Except he looks like a robot. I guess.
He's got a little bit of some steroids there.
I mean, if he's trying to be trap jaw,
I
I
don't
mean
think he's trapped. I don't know what character he's supposed to be, but definitely
either.
cool looking.
Anyway, if you're a Mattel, especially if you're an old school Master of the Universe fan and you want to create your WWE versus Mattel storylines, it's pretty cool to have because they're exactly the same size. Looks like fillers. Kind of looks like it.
Yeah.
You could be a robot. You also have the Stephanie McMahon, aka Evil Lynn, but she has the sorceress's staff. This is not evil,
Yeah.
like an evil, or is it a
Well, it's
short
got
version of Evil Lynn staff?
yeah. I mean, it's definitely Evil Lynn because look at the outfit, the headdress, and everything like that, and it looks like she's got some evil like headpiece there.
But
Um.
I'm interested to see what the storyline is because it looks like her man Triple H, the King of Kings, is gone. Hence the reason why the headdress is part of the storyline. And if she's summoning the King of Kings,
You got
it
to buy
looks
the
like
figure.
guy. Ah man, now I got to go back and buy all of them. Kind of
Yeah.
interesting. Look, if you guys have the books, if you are a collector of these things, let us know if every single book inside of it has a different storyline, or with every series, it's a book series. So you have to collect all of
Right.
them to be part of the series. And I wonder if Boom Studios, which presses these, will eventually release a comic book version, or will they release an Ashcan version of these? The
These
Ashcan
could be
is
great.
these small comic books, these small comic book sizes that you see today.
This could be working if they did all of them as a one giant trade back too. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Put
Could
them
you
all in.
imagine?
Yep.
Right, you
I,
have them in volumes. Volumes,
yep.
volume 1, volume 2, series 1, series 2, something like that.
Mhm.
Still pretty cool, interesting. And last but not least, the Ultimate Warrior. We were talking about before. It looks like Ultimate Warrior. Yes, this is the Ultimate Warrior fighting Triple H, and he looks like he's the king of the Warriors.
Well, go on the comic and bring it up just a little because he's not battling Triple H. It looks like he's battling
Jake the Snake. He's got Bray Wyatt with him.
Bray Wyatt and Jake the Snake.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
Jake the
Did, do you see do you see these do you see these guys?
Yeah.
What was the cartoon? Someone can tell me about this, okay? 80s cartoon.
Oh, yes.
The Dino Riders? Not Dino Riders. Yep. Was it Dino Riders?
Dino Riders. Dino Riders.
Dino
yep.
Riders. The Battle Dino Riders. Yep. The humanoids, whatever, they attached armor and guns on their dinosaurs, and they went into battle with their Dino Riders.
So is that supposed to be his version of Battle Cat?
Oh no! Does Mattel own the rights to battle the Dino Riders?
Probably. They own the rights to
everything. If they did that, that'll be so cool because they just opened up, I guess, Pandora's box for all of our childhood, pretty much in a way.
Yeah.
I don't know. Signs point to yes, as Mattel is re-releasing Dino Riders. You can find them exclusively on Walmart.com, and really, I'm waiting for them to release the big edition. If you got Battle Cats, right? Like they haven't released a battle animal yet. If you bring in Tori Wilson of her dogs and everything, does she have attack dogs? Like her little attack dogs, like little things? Who else an animal? Bulldog. When they finally release British Bulldog, you know they're gonna release a Masters of the Universe British Bulldog down the line. Could we see that as well too? Hashtag we're still running. We're still running with Team British Bulldog for Funkos because we're still waiting on that one.
Yep, we're waiting for that one to come out.
We're waiting for that one to come out. So, I mean, Ultimate Warrior with it looks like a Triceratops looking Dino Rider, and Jake the Snake Roberts has a giant T-Rex raptor looking thing. So pretty cool.
I'm still just curious as to his chest plate. It looks more like Hordak than it does He-Man. So I'm curious as to where he got that from.
Could be. Remember, years later, or during the Matty Collector line, they created other storylines, other worlds, and stuff like that. So we went through later. So and so was the king of the Mer people, and they had created more of the Mer people, or they created other characters. Hordak, there was more Hordak minions built for Hordak. So they were just creating as they went along, and who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, true.
Anyway, all right. Are you ready for this now? Are you finally ready for what the world has been waiting for? Look, everyone knows that Funko right now is running Fanfare.
Yes.
And as Fanfare is happening, so are all these pre-orders. So go to your GameStops, go to Target, go to your Walmart, go to FYE, go to the websites, go to wherever Funkos are sold. Jump on the bandwagon now because some of these are sort of re-releases. Some of them were released but had a limited run. As some of them, as we're going to discuss, some of them are so brand spanking new that I think some of us wanted. And just a few minutes ago, yes, I sat here to the last minute updating this so that you guys know all the new Funkos that are coming out. I may have missed a few. That's why you guys love the hunt. So let's start with the first one, and that is the mini collection of the mini Deadpool figures. You know, the little ones you go to like the store, they come like a little box and you go fetching for them. We're gonna start with some Deadpool action for you guys right there.
These are cool too. I do dig these.
How about the ballerina sitting right here? Sherlock Poole. We got Cuban Pete. Look. I think this is the one I have to hand every single barista in whoever owns a coffee shop has to have one of these in hand. And if this isn't in my local coffee shop, I'm gonna like give one to them. And for you, tu Bergy,
That's
Bergy.
too funny. That is too funny.
Next on our list of things, yeah, we're gonna get into some of this. All right, so just not too long ago, we had mentioned beginning of the show that a toy that we had shown last week just got altered, and it's just less than 24, not less than 24 hours, but less than 5 days ago when we showed this toy, it was already altered. Either we got it wrong, or whoever's posting these pictures got it wrong in the first place and was completely altered. Now
Mhm.
we're about to get into some Funko sodas again. You've seen this before, so we're gonna show you the Funko sodas again, and we're gonna talk about the edit that happened not too long from now. So
Yeah.
first in our lovely little Funko list is the Beetlejuice figure. As all you may know, this is the first edition.
Yep.
Classic, the classic look.
You go with classic. You know, you can't beat a classic, right?
Right. And we are talking about this figure just last week, especially if you're getting married or whatever. We're talking about cake toppers and stuff. Um, Mia was nice enough to tell us about her cake topper idea of the Star Wars one. So this would be
This
pretty
and
cool if they
Lydia,
finally
I think
release
would be
Lydia.
perfect. Yep.
Right. This is still pretty cool.
You have to do
And
this.
also, we all know, got to be on the hunt. Only 15,000 going to be released, or you're chasing for a few of the other ones. No word yet on how many chases are going to be available, but you'll know by the little token. We call those pogs or tokens that are inside the
Pogs.
cans.
They're
The pog.
Pogs. There's actually what is it? I think in the BYOG group posted a picture. There's a person that actually makes toppers that you can put on the soda pop, where you can put your figure and the pog, and it sits in it.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, so
Yeah.
they made new display stands now for them.
Yep. And it's not made by Funko; it's somebody else that made it. So it's actually really cool. So
Well,
I'll try and find the link and I'll post.
there's a like a CGC kind of version
Mhm.
based out of Florida. When I got my Ninja Turtle one done, I'm still waiting for it. It's been like 2 months already. I got a Lucy encased in the box. I'm gonna see how it looks like. They do a fine job. This will be a great addition for anyone who wants the cans, wants to figure out of the box and displaying the tokens, and they could be
Mhm.
displayed like little boxes on the shelf.
Yep.
Jen Sharpton posted, yeah, but
Jen Harper.
was it a website and everything? We'll go through those.
I'll have to find it.
We also have, as we like to say, we have Fearless Leader.
Bullwinkle.
Hey, what was your favorite part of all the Rocky and Bullwinkle shows?
Too funny.
Why does Fearless Leader have one version of green, but the other one has to be blue?
I feel like you had a list as a child.
I did have a list. I started as a kid, so. So anyway, there's your Fearless Leader. Just we showed you guys last week, up and on, up for you guys again because why you guys love the hunt of the Soto Funkos.
Mm-hmm.
We also have the Egon Spangler. Same thing. He comes with his green slime. Cool addition. Great grab, especially with Afterlife coming out. The fact that they're starting
Yeah.
with this figure first means a lot. Want to see what they come out with next.
But I think I agree with you, though. They kind of missed an opportunity here where this could have been done the real Ghostbusters.
Right. Especially with the art on this one.
Yep.
I get it.
Completely.
They want to show Harold. Is it Harold Ramis? Right. They want to have the original actors'
Yeah.
looks and everything similar to it. I understand it, but come on, man. They could have done a better art job because if you look at if you come on, it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
take much. Look at the art, and there's so much better fan art and artists out there in the world. You could have got a better artist to do an amazing
Yeah.
job. I get it. Still cool. A must grab if you're a Ghostbusters collector. If you're a Ghostbusters fan, just jump on. Just get it. There's your chase. We also have your favorite, which is the Jetsons.
Rosie.
We
Always
have
a
your
huge
generic.
Jetsons fan,
You also have the shiny metal look out of Rosie.
which is the Chase variant. But that one looks like more robotic to me, so that's why I kind of dig it. I like that one the best.
See, hold on. Maybe I should show the toy with it. Well, we'll show at the very end the comparison, right? No.
Mm-hmm.
kind of late. Anyway, the next figure we're about to get to is the reason why we're having this little conversation, and that is the Quaker, now called the Quaker Crisp action figure. This figure was I guess a mascot for cereal back in the 1940s or 50s, I believe.
1964,
Right.
Quaker Quisps is what this was, and this was the character. And he came to Earth, and cereal, all the little cereal pieces would look like little flying saucers.
What is, I just caught it right as well too. So the last week we showed a different edition. The edition that we showed was this character, and I believe in a blue and a purple. We have right now what's called the yellow one, which he's now holding a bowl of cereal. The first edition we showed last time was him holding a box of cereal. Now this is a glow in dark version. So there are two different versions, and we also don't know if this also got altered or they're just sticking to one. Because this came out on Fanfare Day, but the previous post is completely removed of the first line of the figure.
Mm-hmm. But
So
also,
this was changed.
Yeah, and one of the ones that we saw from last week's one, it was in the upper left-hand corner of the hand, where next to the propeller, right there, it was a Quaker Oats logo.
Yeah.
So now that's not there anymore. We've noticed that. So we're wondering, did they not have permission to use Quaker Oats there, but they're still calling it Quaker Quisp, but they didn't have the permission to use the Quaker Oats symbol?
No, because they can't. If they did that, they don't have the rights to the Quaker character.
Right.
So if you get the Quaker character, they also have the limit for the Quaker Oats logo, right?
Mm-hmm. So?
Who knows? Who knows what the actual storyline is? So previous figure we had before got altered for Fanfare, and even though the first edition was port of Fanfare, this is completely altered from what we previously showed last week. If you want to see what we're talking about, just go to www.facebook.com/thisweekintoyculture. Go and check out our video, or go and follow us on our Facebook pages, on Instagram stuff. We'll show another video where we're comparing the two. And yes, this was altered. We could be wrong that we'll release another version of this one, or they may be an extra figure down the line, but we showed you guys a different figure where he's holding the same exact pose. One was a different color, and one had the Quaker Oats logo.
Maybe we're our own Mandela effect now.
That was just so sucking. Like, no, this is what they showed last week. You got it all wrong. And we go to the video and completely changed again, and we're going, wait, did I lose my mind? No.
Did we not talk about this?
Not say this had a Quaker Oats logo right here, but the video. And what if this happens, right? We go back to our video. I'm talking about the Quaker Oats logo being here, and it's not there anymore.
Right?
That'll be we'll talk as if the logo is there on the box.
Right.
All right. We also got the Scooby-Doo werewolf as well too. Still cool, glow in the dark version. Go chase if you're a big Scooby-Doo fan. And stuff like that. Yeah. As you said before, could we go to our own Mandela effect that we see one toy from last week, but this week is completely altered, and the previous toy does not exist on any website anymore?
That would be just, yeah.
That would just hurt my feelings.
We're part of history.
We're part of the Mandela effect. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we're about to get to the rest of the Funko Fanfare Funko Pops, the other figures that you've been looking for. Within the last 24 hours, or within the last couple of hours, they are just going ham, like legit ham, on every Funko they can release, from the shows from the 70s from the 60s going into the 70s. When we talk about this one, this is talking about shows going from black and white straight into color. And we're going to start with one of my favorites. If you're in drag, this is the ambassador of drag, and we're talking about Andorra from Bewitched. I'm sorry. If you go back to this show and everything, she is the ambassador of drag. The way she held her outfit, the way she had that makeup, the way every single person has been dressed today. This is, in my opinion, the ambassador for all things drag.
Well, now we know where Paul got his ideas from.
So we're gonna start with Fanfare with the Bewitched line. We have Andorra. Must have for any Bewitched collectors. If you're a big fan of Bewitched as well too, good to grab. Also, we do have the princess herself too. That is Samantha Stevens herself in the iconic bewitched pose too.
Yep. And they captured this perfect right from the opening like monologue, like the opening, thing.
Da,
Did a
da,
great
da,
job with
da,
it.
da, 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 da,
Yeah, right. You're
da,
hearing the
da,
song in the
da, da,
background.
da, da. I'm gonna be doing it, and you guys, some of you guys are gonna be very upset that like everything that I say or will be doing in the background. Yeah, I've been. I have even with you when we were previewing some of this for ourselves. I've been playing the songs in my head as I'll show you to and humming it. All right, so for the next ones, guys, I want you to feel the running, feel the burn. It's bobsled time. And yes, that is right. We have Irv Blitzer from Cool Runnings. If you're a John Candy fan, this is the first John Candy figure that they have actually released, right?
Yep.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen.
I don't think I've seen another John Candy figure yet at all.
Did they do planes? Did they do planes, trains, and automobiles, or am I going? Or am I going a little crazy? They didn't do
I
home.
don't
I know that.
remember ever seeing it. And
Right. So anyway,
he wasn't part of Home Alone. He was part of Uncle Buck.
yes.
And I don't
No, Home
remember seeing
Alone.
one for
No,
Uncle.
Home Alone. He's the poker player. Gets the van and he travels to Macaulay Culkin's house with the mom in the car. At the airport, they get the van. He's part of the poker
Oh, okay.
players.
Okay. Yes, you're right. Okay. Good. I'm like, he wasn't the uncle there. Like, that's Uncle Buck.
Yeah, Uncle
Phenomenal.
Buck.
Still one of my favorite.
We also have your favorite, Sinka Coffee, aka
Sanka
always
Coffee.
kiss the egg for go. I'm surprised they didn't make a Zanka Coffee just because. Really stupid. I know, really stupid. I know, but just be funny and just have some character saying "kissing the egg" or something.
Yep. I hope they make like movie moment of that where they're all in the bobsled sliding down, the chute. I think that'd be awesome.
Oh, the movie moment. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. But you know what we get though, instead of a movie moment, we get Mr. Spike Lee as part of your director series as well too. We get Mr. Spike Lee, who is
He's
part
all
of.
purple now, man.
But he's got the son. He's got the Son of Mars look. I wish they
Yeah.
would just. I wish they would. But this has to go with Nike. If they do the Son of Mars look, this has to go with Nike and what Upper Deck has done. So it'd be like a dual thing. The same way how you go through the Michael Jordan toy, the Funkos. They don't only have to go through Nike. They also have to go through Upper Deck, who owns the rights to this.
But to get Mars with Michael Jordan and he's holding up and going, it's got to be the shoes, right? And Jordan's just
Oh
sitting there
yeah.
like doing that. Come on. That's every sneakerhead in the world would
Wish
buy
I had a
that.
sneaker next to me. I'm looking for a sneaker. That just goes. Is it the
Yeah,
shoes? No,
I don't
Marv.
even have.
It's got to
It's
be
not.
the shoes. No, Marv.
Put that and you put that at Foot Locker, everywhere. You're talking box office.
Done.
Like that's money. Money.
Well, you're gonna
I
see.
hunt for it.
Especially now that we're getting a lot of baseball, a lot of football, I will not be shocked that Foot Locker, action,
Foot action.
foot action. Thank you, foot action. To Champ Sports, finally having a Funko wall, and it'll just be of only athletes.
It would be smart. There for sneakers, why not pick up something like that?
You're
I would
buying the
love to see
T-shirts
them do
there.
some different stuff. And imagine McDonald's does it where it's Michael Jordan playing basketball for Larry Bird for the prize.
Oh, dude, yes, you got the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and Michael Jordan figures, and they're only exclusive to
Charles
McDonald's.
Barkley and Charles
Oh, you have
Barkley.
the Charles Barkley edition. Yeah.
Yep.
Come on, guys. Put me in. No.
Yeah. These would be hilarious. I'm surprised they haven't tried redoing that commercial line with some of the new actors like Steph Curry,
Oh,
with
you mean Steph
LeBron
Curry and
James.
LeBron James doing it, and then Kevin Durant.
Yep, you
Who
get Kevin
has?
Durant.
I'm trying to think. One of them has a Burger King line, and one of them's on the McDonald's. I think Kevin Durant's on the McDonald's. I think Steph Curry or someone else has a different brand.
I think
All
Curry
right,
does have a different
so
brand. If
Curry,
you
I
can
think
get them all,
you can, Right. No, because actually you have Kevin Durant who's under Coke and McDonald's. I think LeBron James also Coke and McDonald's. Stephen
No,
Curry
he's
is probably
Sprite.
the
Oh wait,
one.
Coke is Sprite.
Coke is
Sprite is
Sprite. Coke
Coke.
is Sprite.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tell you.
So this also goes back to the Coke line. Whoever's on the Coke can also be part of McDonald's because McDonald's has a deal with Coca-Cola.
Mhm.
It's a whole mishmash we can get into of what's what, where can it all go to, where can it all be. But who wouldn't want to see an updated version of those trick shot McDonald's commercials?
And make pop figure.
Yeah, but I don't see. Yeah, but here's the kicker. As a sports fan, we can go through this right now. Just one more minute, guys. I don't see Michael Jordan passing the torch to LeBron James. Sorry,
No.
I don't see it. As sad to say it, as we talk about this, and I'm going to say this right now, today being the anniversary of Kobe Bryant's passing, Michael Jordan would have passed that torch to Kobe Bryant. They
Oh
would
yeah.
have done it. If they did the commercial back again, they would have made a video because at the time they were all retired. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson being part of it were retired. Michael Jordan being the on again, off again NBA player stayed on. They also made another one when he's retired. If they brought it back, it would have been probably last year or this year, and we would have seen Michael Jordan passing the torch to Kobe Bryant because there would have been, almost like the and one edition or the 3-on-3,
Mhm.
the Ice Cube sports things. We would have seen that version of it. We would have seen a sort of 3-on-3 trick shot kind of thing, new school versus old school of retirees.
Mhm.
I would have seen. All right, I'm going to call it. I would have seen Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, and I think someone else would have to be the third. Tracy McGrady or Vince Carter.
No, you go with somebody that would have some face value that could sell Kevin Garnett, Celtics. You go Kevin Garnett or Paul Pierce.
I would say Paul Pierce. I'd go with Paul Pierce, but I would go with Paul Pierce. I would have seen those three because you had Lakers, you had Spurs, who was a dynasty, and you had Paul Pierce. Three NBA players that were dynasty players.
Mhm.
That would have been
Yep.
gold. Anyway, moving on. We're talking about this, right? I'm like, I kind of want to spend another 5 minutes talking about it, but this is not the show for it. But anyway, back to more Funko Pops. This is something that caught me off guard. I never saw this coming, but you didn't see it coming either.
Yep.
And that is the Bronze Strokes Dracula.
Kind of surprised on this one,
Right?
because I mean that movie came out back in late '90s,
Early
mid
90s.
'90s.
Early 90s. We had the early 90s of Keanu Reeves who couldn't do a British accent for his life. Running off the popularity of what was the movie called? Not before Bill and Ted. The one Patrick Swayze movie. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, Point Break.
Point Break. They were running off Point Break.
Yep.
So you have Armored Dracula, which I don't remember this armor at all. And there's another figure that caught me off guard too, which makes me now want to watch this movie based on these two Funkos. Armored Dracula, I don't remember seeing in the movie.
Nope.
Also, we got Count Dracula, the creepy version of.
This gives me nightmares. Really, here. This thing is like. So
Come on,
creepy.
Gary Oldman killed it between the way he worked this.
And I look at the robe and stuff like that. All I can think of is the Pope. Like I see
That
the Pope.
the sleazy, creepy smile.
Yep.
It'd be sick, actually. It'd be really awesome if his teeth glue in the dark.
Yeah, that's what I'd want in my house. I'd freaking nightmares of this.
He wore the armor. Yeah, but do you remember him wearing the armor in the movie? I don't remember. I don't remember him wearing the armor in the movie.
Yeah, it's been good God 20 plus years since I've watched this movie.
I like this one where he has the razor and he's licking the blood off the razor. Yes.
I'm actually, honestly, to the truth, I'm kind of surprised that Funko is making this one with the razor.
Really? Because of the blood?
Yeah. Well, the blood and the razor blade, and he's licking it. I'm just saying. I'm very surprised.
Remember, we're going with Japanese culture, and what I want to say actually isn't for the show, but they're going with Japanese culture. So that's all I'm going to say. There's a reason why that Paul Logan guy got his ass handed. The Van Helsing, another character from the Bronze Strokers. I don't remember seeing Van Helsing at all. I don't remember. I remember seeing a love story.
Mhm. Well, we know what Hash will be doing later.
Yeah, I'll be watching this movie later. I don't. You know what? You could tell me. You could tell me exactly where it is, bro. You could tell me anything you want. Doesn't matter. All right.
He
As
doesn't
far as the
remember.
blood is concerned, as far as the blood is concerned, I don't think you remember either. As far as the blood is concerned, we're a little shocked by it, but I'm not shocked, especially with Japanese culture. I'm not shocked.
Mm.
Um, but as I said, this is for a different story, and if I say the story, this goes from a PG rating to completely rated R. So
Yeah,
no,
let's
huge
not.
jump. Anyway, Van Helsing. Don't remember seeing him in the characters. Makes me want to watch the movie. Awesome that he's in it. But this is actually one of my favorites, though.
Yeah.
Young Dracula.
This looks like Johnny Depp.
Right?
Like this looks like Johnny Depp, like the way he dresses now. Not back then. You know?
That's true. Johnny Depp now low dresses like this.
Yeah. This is his
But
new
it's still pretty
attire.
cool. Alice Cooper, is that you? Is this pre Alice Cooper? I'm expecting him to get in the song and dance. Be my
Too funny.
no. School's out. He's still doing it. School's out for summer. It's not still we're Yes, he looks like Steamboat Dracula. Yes, he does. Next, out of Dracula, we're getting some from new Dragon Ball Z. We have Kid Vegeta from the planet Vegeta.
This is from the movie Child Vegeta from Dragon Ball Super, the Brawly movie. That's what this
The
is
Brawly
from.
movie, is that what it's from? Okay. From the Brawly movie. We were talking about the Brawly action figure just not too long ago. I did find the Build-A-Figure sets, and I was actually wrong with what the set is. So they made Super Saiyan, they made generic version. So that's basically what it is. I'm a little disappointed with the color combination, but I guess that's the way it has to be. But whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, you got full
Final Freezer.
final form.
Final form Freezer. Yeah.
Final form Freezer. Thank you.
Which his final form anymore, if anybody's a huge fan, he turns
I'll agree
gold.
with Nicole. I'll agree with Nicole.
Yeah.
Young Dracula, yes. Those look like Sweeney Todd. Yes.
I was picturing Johnny Depp, but I couldn't think of what it was. It's Sweeney Todd. Thank you. Definitely Sweeney Todd.
And with the razor blade added too later, kind of adds to it. If they add a razor blade to that character, it's pretty much a Sweeney Todd.
Right?
All right, final form Frieza. We also got first form Cell.
Yep. This is before he takes Android 17 first and then 18 second. And then that's when he becomes final Freezer.
We also have Dr. Gero, your favorite character.
Dr. Gero, yes. And this is the Android Dr. Gero. This is from the Cell saga. He was the first one that they battled. And then it was
Android saga before we got into Cell saga.
Yes.
The Android saga.
Yes, the Android saga, yes, correct. But he releases.
But still part of it. Without getting a Cell, you have to have Dr. Gero and his I guess his insanity for he's, to be honest, he's Mr. Sinister, but he got killed off.
Yep. Pretty much.
He was perfect. He was creating the perfect soldier or the perfect weapon by being obsessed with Goku, and by creating 16, making his obsession even more.
Mm-hmm.
Surprise. Was he? What? But he was also Android 12, I believe, right? He was numbered Android 11 or Android 12. He was actually numbered for his own self, if I'm mistaken, in the series.
And then the RR, so Red Ribbon Army, which is what Goku, when he was younger, like basically a young boy, teenage, battled against. And that's why he went crazy after all that to do what he did to basically defeat Goku.
Yes.
Or Kakarot.
We also have Kami.
Yep.
Kami's first Guardian of Earth.
He is actually a split of Piccolo. When Piccolo removed his goodness, he removed Kami from him and split his form. So the Piccolo we know is evil, Kami's the good, and he becomes the Guardian of Earth. And that's why we get the Dragon Balls, is because of him. And then later on, evil Piccolo actually becomes good, and they reform with Kami.
Yep. Isn't that special? We also have young Gohan eating your bowl of noodles, especially if you're a big ramen noodle fan. Perfect. It's good to have. Nyong, 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 nyong.
Well, now when people sit
No,
there and go send nudes, you can go, here you
send. Oh,
go.
that's true. That is so true. Well, no, we have. You know what? Remind me for next week's show if no one knows that there is an actual build a kit set of the cup of noodle, so you can actually build yourself a cup of noodle. And I
All
believe
right.
not too long ago we did show the Funko Pop of the ramen noodle of the cup of noodle.
Huh. But this one here, this is from the Frieza saga. I'm sorry, the Cell saga, where
Yeah,
they have tried to stay in the form of Super Saiyan, so it uses less power, and they can get to it quicker. So this is what he does.
that's the case, and they messed up. He's supposed to be in his Saiyan armor because during that time in the time chamber, Goku and Gohan are in their
Right.
costumes.
So they go into the 24-hour hyperbolic time chamber for one day. They
Right,
never went back in for a second time.
right.
Trunks and Vegeta did. They stayed outside to enjoy,
Yeah, everything.
life away, but they made sure that they stayed in Super Saiyan form while they were outside the hyperbolic time. So that's why he does this move with
All right, so
the
so this is after the scene. So when they're
yeah,
back to eating, and he breaks the bowl or a plate, and Chi Chi goes crazy.
yes.
Yes, Chi
For
Chi
someone who doesn't know it knows it quite well. There, Hash.
did watch the show.
Okay,
I
and
watched it up until a certain point, and then it just got haywire. The fact that I had to watch 5 episodes for an epic battle scene was just too much for me. The too much talking, and then like the last episode, this 10-minute epic battle. I'm like, the build up just killed it for me.
yeah, yeah, it does that for you. And then this is
Yeah,
the Kamehameha wave here that he does. This one, if I'm thinking it's right, they're
this is from
missing a
this
point.
is
If this is
this is
from the
from
Cell
this is from
saga,
Frieza. No,
well,
this is from
that's my
Cell.
thing. It should be from Cell. If this is from Cell, he should have a halo above his head, and should have a second one
This is
of
Frieza.
Gohan injured, and he's doing the one-handed Kamehameha wave, and he's behind him in spirit. And I
Right, but
think,
they would have a spirit version. This is from the Frieza. This is from the Frieza saga. The
yeah,
the battle.
yeah, on
This is
Planet Namek.
on the final. The final. Ah!
Yeah,
I'm not doing the screams. I'm not
32
doing screams.
episodes. 32
Last
episodes
but
to watch a planet die, in which should have been 10 minutes.
last but not least, we got Vegito, aka this is okay. So we're talking about the earrings to them doing the fusion.
This is the
This
Potara earrings.
put one on.
Yep. One in the
We
left
need to
ear,
put
one in
Tari.
the right.
Could you see us with the earrings and stuff? You wear one, I wear the other one. Can imagine what our final form would be.
I mean, it would have one epic goatee. I'm just saying, between the two of us.
Tail of two goatees, right? Was that what we're gonna call it? The tail of two goatees.
Two.
All right. Next. All right. So next set of it's only two Funko figures. Next set of Funko figures that we're about to release may be of a spoiler, complete spoiler alert, and it's happened before, especially
Mhm.
when it came to other Funkos. We first reported the Falcon and Winter Soldier had brand new looks based on Funkos way before the toy line got released. And because of COVID, we're not getting them off the toys. We're now getting them off the Funko Pops. Same thing with WandaVision as well too. Finding out that one of them is pregnant, or finding a Halloween edition, meaning that there was going to be one. So when we got the Funko, same exact thing. We're now getting a brand new character that is completely catching us off guard. They even caught me off guard. Apparently, we're going to start with some brand new figure, and that is, if you guys are a big Fast and Furious fan, we're getting a Dominic Toretto for the new Fast 9 movie. I'm surprised they jumped into Fast 9 and not going old school and doing the first cast, but
Well,
we'll see.
they've done one of Dom before, and they've done one of
Then
Brian.
one with the Charger.
Yeah,
They also have one with the Charger, right? Yeah, they also have one with the Charger.
they have one with the Charger. I think they have one of himself. They have one of Brian. So I think those are
Okay,
the three main ones that they have. Because I know Angie from Comic Con has one, so I know she's got them. But
so The next character is what completely caught us off guard. Ladies and gentlemen, the newest team in the Fast and Furious fantasy family is Jacob Toretto. What? Jacob
Yeah.
Toretto? Wait,
No idea who this is.
if this character comes in as Dominic's brother or long lost brother or dad has second family, blah 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 blah. I'm sorry, you will completely lose me in the Fast and Furious franchise. If this character Jacob Toretto comes in as cousin, I'm staying. But
So so
brother,
so it's a movie for them to jump the shark for you to jump off the ship.
yeah, but if okay, in the trailer it's John Cena, right? If this is supposed one, this doesn't look like John Cena, right? Number
Yeah.
one. Number two, this is Jacob Toretto.
But
John
also
Cena's character, yeah,
look at that he's wearing. The necklace he's
it's
wearing.
it's
So
Don's
the
brother,
necklace so the
his
necklace
family.
he's wearing is also the one that he gave Letty.
This
Sorry,
doesn't
Letty.
make sense. Yeah, Letty's chain. This doesn't make sense. Don's brother doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. If it's John
And that's
Cena,
the and that's the other thing that kills me. If this is his brother, where the hell was he for 8 movies?
uh-huh.
Was he in prison? Because if it's all about family, wouldn't you have broken him out when they broke him out? You know, I'm just saying. So it's kind of makes me a little bit. I'm a little worried about this, and so I think this could be a cousin or a long lost relative or something.
Does Don get married? Do we go on that storyline?
I don't know. This is going to be interesting. I'm
Right.
looking forward
I
to
don't.
seeing who it is.
If it is, I don't see it as Don's. I don't see it as Don's brother. More on this later and everything. If this is John Cena's character, because I think John Cena's character is military into the thing, which kind of runs into a whole another thing as well too. Um. So who knows what's going on? Hey, new character, and welcome Jacob Toretto. Happy hunting for everyone who's a big Fast and the Furious fan. And to the other person, no. Anywho, here's some fun for you Bostonians and everything. Here you go for you Cheers fans out there. We got Frasier, where everybody. Wait, wrong show. AKA Beast. Wait, nope, still wrong movie. We have Frasier. So anyone was a big fan of the TV show Frasier. It was not a complete spin-off of Cheers. Only the character was a spin-off of Cheers. He the show writer was a writer for Cheers, loved the character so much, gave him a new job and a new life, aka we get Frasier.
Yeah,
Your
I
favorite
love
is this one?
I loved Frasier as a kid growing up. I used to watch it because I watched Cheers, and still one of the best episodes and finales of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely loved it. And the next character is one of my favorites from this. So
Yes, your favorite is Martin with Eddie.
his dad stole half the scenes that he was in. Like the dad with Eddie was the best character in the whole show.
Even when he's making fun of Niles, it's just as funny too because any single time Niles will do something where Niles will go, "I'm on a date," and just when he says that, what does Martin do? Martin's got a pun or a joke right there.
Yeah, always did.
Everything okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Just looking something.
All right, this is actually the next one's also another one of your favorites, and that is if you're a big gamer, we have Assassin's Creed Valhalla, we have Ivor, one of
Ivor.
yours.
Yep, he's one of the main guys.
Thor, is that you? No, I'm kidding.
From the Vikings TV series? What? No,
Ivor
not
or
it.
Ivor? Is it Ivor or Ivor? Ivor or Ivor? Ivor,
I
Ivor.
thought it was Ivor. I thought that's what they called him in the video game, but I could be wrong on that one.
Could be.
Not
Doesn't
sure.
matter. There's the Funko Pop figure for all you crazy cats and kittens out there. But the next set is all for you GI Joe fans, and that is the GI Joe Scarlet figure. Is this the second edition now of her, or we're still going on first editions?
Did they already make one of her?
Yeah, they did. They made one of her. It's gonna
Was
be
it?
second.
I think it was a different color scheme too, wasn't it?
Yeah, the first one didn't have the ninja stars on her arm. She didn't have like a knife or all these extra accessories that she has on her right now.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Next on the Funko list for all you GI Joe fans out there is the first edition of Snake Eyes. Uh, this is what Snake Eyes first dressed up as. He looks like a paratrooper.
He's like a paratrooper, and like in the comics, he never used guns. He used
Right.
Swords.
Swords.
The only time he used guns was in the movie. So this has got to be based off the movie one. But he does look like a paratrooper. He does not look like Snake Eyes. Like, it does not have the Snake Eyes look to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, also we got Storm Shadow.
And Storm Shadow looks good here. I don't mind him here. But I mean, why has he got the Wolverine claws?
This is off the movie. If we go off the original, the first movie or the second movie, whatever the heck it is, he did rock the Wolverine claws, almost
That's
like a ninja
true.
did.
He did.
So they could be putting like also if some of the original action figures had him as well too. If I'm not mistaken, if you had the original Storm Shadow, especially the original 2.5, 3-inch figures, I think some of them did come with the ninja claws, with the Wolverine style ninja claws. Could be. I don't know. I'm not that. I'm not. I was a Joe fan, not as much anymore. So someone can tell me all about it later. Last but not least, your favorite, the Baroness.
Baroness has always been one of my favorite villains of Cobra.
Right.
Always loved her.
Now, I just got to know, man. I know you're a big fan of this. Growing up, did you ever do the truffle shuffle?
Oh, I'm not going to lie. I may have done it once or twice in my day. But the truffle shuffle was always, my boy Fusco always did it. And we call it the Fuco Shuffle, we call it.
The Fusco Shuffle? The Fusco Shuffle. Now I know, man. Fusco.
The Fuco. Yeah.
Now I know. Every time. All right. For every dollar that comes to you, man, you got to do the truffle shuffle. Fusco Shuffle. No?
No, you don't want to see me doing that. No one wants to see that.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, everyone who loves Funkos, we have Goonies. We have Chunk doing the truffle shuffle.
Too funny.
Come on.
Classic.
Especially now you see some of the cast members doing conventions. Some of them more than others. So As I said before, and I said this again, you guys are collecting to make sure you have something to get signed for your autographs when comic book conventions come out in full force. So buying Chunk is one of them. And the funny thing is, Skinny Chunk that he is now can't do it anymore. So
he's a lawyer, I think, if I remember correctly. Now, the guy that was Chunk is a lawyer.
I don't remember. I thought it was a president for some company, for some probably is. Not only do we have Chunk, we also have Data. As a kid growing up, everyone wanted to be Data. Everyone who's a MacGyver fan, growing up watching MacGyver, also loved Data because he had all these gadgets. Every time his scene would come up, remember, he's the only guy in Goonies to have his own theme song.
Yep. And he called them the booty traps. You mean yeah, that's what I said.
No, booty traps.
Yeah.
Booty traps. Yes. Every time you don't see Data, you don't hear da-da, 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 playing in the background, because every time it was his scene, he had his own theme music. He's the only character in the Goonies movies to have his own theme music. That'll be a great addition if they make the bass, and every single time you press the button, he had that song was playing. Dude, that'd be cool. We also have on that list, we have Mikey with the map.
Come on, like, it's the best part.
Guys, we're going the right way. No, we have to go to the diner. That's where the map begins, at the diner. And the infamous line in the movie where he calls his brother by his actual actor name.
Right.
stuck in the movie. They kept it stuck in the movie, but they kept it because of the fact of how well he played that line. They probably wouldn't get a second take of him being like such a abrasive kid, you know?
Didn't they
Like you,
called him? He called him Josh, didn't he?
you call him Jay, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
yeah.
I forgot about that. That's right.
And if you're a big Sean Astin fan, especially for Stranger Things, with him going around doing tours, dun 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 dun, dun you need this figure.
Yeah. Oh, and Jago, he is an entertainment lawyer in Beverly Hills, California. So
Mm-hmm. Last but not least, in the Goonies line, you open that big can of worms. We have, hey, you guys,
only thing he's missing is a baby Ruth. Tell me he should not have a
baby
baby Ruth.
Ruth.
A candy bar in his hand, even if it's all wrapped up and you can only just see the
Or even if it says baby, even if it
Yep.
says baby on the thing, doesn't matter. He's holding it doesn't matter. He can just holding just a generic candy bar. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
Hold a candy bar.
He's got the pirate hat on. Should have the sword. If he doesn't have the sword, I want a candy bar. Baby Ruth. You know
What's missing? Remember, we're seeing this. This is a prototype. That hand is shaped as if he's supposed to hold a sword.
He does it. He has like where he's holding the hilt like a sword. So
could it come? Oh, could it come with Baby Ruth or sword accessory? Could be the first time. Could this be the first time that Funko releases an accessory with this figure alone?
Chase. Maybe it's a chase. One has Baby Ruth. One has that. Or he could even have Rocky Road.
No. Rocky Road, and Baby Ruth has to be with him in the diner scene. Has to be him with the diner scene. Same type of clothes, but different things in his hand. I see him with the sword here as the first jump off.
Oh, I think so because the way he looks like he's holding his hand. I'm telling you, I think he's gonna have a sword.
If they do, this will be the first. Is it gonna be the first Funko with an accessory? Guys, let us know in the comments below. Has Funko ever had a detachable or retachable accessory that you know and remember? Because I don't remember seeing a detachable and retachable accessory. This will be the first.
Not on purpose, I should say, but we all know most people can break them off pretty easily.
Right. So you're a child of the 70s, a big child of the late 80s, right?
More the 80s, you know.
I'm laughing, privately laughing. But anywho, as us growing up, okay, we grew up on the Fonts. We grew up on Charles in Charge, and to get some of these characters from Happy Days to where they become from the 80s to 90s, it is pretty cool. I don't remember. I don't remember if the Fonz did the Fonz ever go to Happy Days or not Happy Days. Charles in Charge. Or did any original cast members do jump on the Charles in Charge show just because, or no, not really. They kept it as the teen version of Who's the Boss.
I don't think he was ever on Charles in Charge like the Fonz. I think he jumped over to
Joni Loves Chachi. Right.
Like that I know he did, but I don't ever think he did Charles in Charge because Charles in Charge was like 15, 20 years later than Happy Days.
Anyway, if you guys are not figuring out what we're talking about, this character that we're about to show you, also part of Happy Days, is the reason why you need to get this, because you must wax on and wax off when it comes to flipping your burgers. It's what side you want on. Is that the line? Yeah, what side you want it on. But anyway, lo and behold, may he rest in peace forever, our very own Mr. Miyagi, aka Arnold from Happy Days.
Oh man, love watching this. I watched this as a kid, like, you know, because like my grandparents and stuff like that. But then when I watched Karate Kid, and I remember watching it, and I think my grandma told me, he goes, "Oh yeah, that's Arnold from Happy Days." I was like, "Huh?" Yeah.
You have to go back, and you get to see you get to see it in full force. And I remember they had to explain him. I believe during one of the war times, they actually explained his symbolism of being an American.
Yeah.
So that was a good like little episode and everything. So if you're a big fan And if you're collecting right now, guess what? There's no Karate Kid action figure, guys. We got Miyagi.
Mm-hmm.
We got Pat, baby.
I so
We
now
got
want a
Arnold.
burger. I want a burger and fry right now, so bad right now.
1 hour left before I can get a burger and fry. You have Wendy's right around the corner, open at 1 o'clock. You see,
I
this is what
know.
happens when I come visit. You have Wendy's right around the corner. You can go to Wendy's.
Burger King, McDonald's, everything all nearby.
I don't have it, man. I don't have my McDonald's closes in a few minutes. I got a
Yep.
diner place across the street. They're closed. I got a Greek place that has American food now. Their patties could be better, but not bad though. Anyway, back to happier times. And that is Chachi from Happy Days, aka Joni Loves Chachi, aka Charles in Charge.
Yeah. The figure that started it all.
Charles in charge of our days and our lives. Oh my god.
The fact that you remember this song is disturbing.
Because I'm sorry, the girl that ended up being on Baywatch, sorry, still hot.
True.
Just saying, just saying. Sorry guys, but not sorry. She's a beautiful woman. If you watch Charles in Charge, if you made the transition to Baywatch, you know you were happy to see characters go from one show to another and be completely different, and literally have a career. While I forget his name, actual name, his
Scott
career
Bale.
stopped after Scott Bale. Thank you. Scott Bale stopped after Charles in Charge and became like an ongoing 90s to 2000 joke.
Yep.
Oh my god, yeah. Do you remember one of the Scott Bale jokes or no?
I don't remember him, but I do remember he had a lot of jokes, like a lot of, he embraced them though, if I remember correctly, which was
He
funny.
embraced his joke.
Yeah.
We also got the Fonz,
Yep.
Mr. Henry Winkler himself. And if you are a big fan of him, especially going to Comic-Con, especially seeing him at some of these conventions, one that I particularly remember is being at the Rhode Island Comic-Con. What really caught my eye, which I happened to be there, was when the voice actor for Batman Beyond left his table to meet the Fonz because he's never met him. And they had a moment at Rhode Island Comic-Con. I believe some of the photographers still have a moment, but having the voice of Batman Beyond leave his table to go meet his hero, which was the Fonz, was epic, and it happened at Rhode Island Comic Con. But also, I believe he also embraces his Fonziness. He embraced all his Adam Sandler movies he's ever been a part of, and gotta collect. I'm really hoping you guys bring him back, especially for Rhode Island Comic Con again.
Probably. I mean, he's a great guy and he's super friendly and everyone loves him. So I can't see us not having him back at one of our shows.
He did have a new series back where he's the acting coach in a Will Hate not Will is it Will Hader? He's in a Netflix show and he's like teaching the assassin guy how to be an actor and everything.
Huh.
Anyway, back to more Funkos, and that is Joni, aka one of the extra characters from the Happy Days with the spin-off of Joni Loves Chachi.
Yep.
I like how when they threw in Happy Days, they also threw in the Joni and Chachi immediately because you had the back-to-back shows.
Well, it's a smart thing because people are going to buy them because of that. If they're a fan of Joni and Chachi, that's what they're going to get.
Mm-hmm. And last but not least, Mr. Ron Howard himself, is Richie.
Richie Cunningham.
Richie Cunningham.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, Henry Winkler, he's a producer now for a lot of different TV series. He does the new MacGyver series on, I think it's CBS or something like that.
Nice. Yeah. Henry Winkler?
Yep.
So, this year, Joni Loves Chachi into Richie, Happy Days, and stuff like that. Now, next on the Funko line, and that is the Patronus Charm version of Professor Lupin. This is also part of the Funko week or month thing that we're getting these days.
Yeah. I feel like it's a month thing right now.
Yeah, because I feel like it was supposed to be a week. We're beyond the week, and I feel like Funko's going to release more tomorrow. So if you're a big Harry Potter fan, the Lupus Patronus Charm, especially you guys are collecting a lot of the Harry Potter figures, go for it. Collect your Harry Potter figures, and also something extra to get signed. Especially if you can have the Professor Lupin Funko or action figure you have as Patronus. Still
Mm-hmm.
pretty cool to get. Now this one caught me off guard, still off guard. So first we showed you guys the minifigures of them. Now there's the bigger versions of them, and they're cool. I may have to grab a few of these as well too for myself. As I said, I'm not a big Funko collector, but if it's ridiculous, I want ridiculous. And here's the reason why I want ridiculous. It's because of how these are done. These are perfect for any situation. And especially when it comes to the Deadpool series, the 30th anniversary Deadpool series, or 30th anniversary of Deadpool, going from everything that they've collected in all the books. This to me is great for Father's Day.
Yeah. I like how he has the pleased to meet you, and
Yeah.
he's got the pyro for the
Yeah.
little gasoline thing and a
How
flamethrower.
many times have you done something and someone goes, I can see you burning your eyebrows off, right? And somehow you've made the torch version of something. You put the old school lighter fluid or whatever, especially comes in a bottle, and you squeeze the bottle out. And you had that one buddy that lit it from across the room, and you just sat there squeezing it the whole time. You didn't have the one guy doing this. I'm guilty of it as a kid doing it, which I shouldn't have. Could you imagine an 8-year-old doing that? Could you imagine an
No,
8-year-old?
no, I don't want to imagine an 8-year-old doing it.
I still have my eyebrows though, but I used to. Bad idea. Never tried it at home. Don't play with fire. As you can see with Deadpool, he seems to be in control of his flame with a flamethrower and all, and a happy barbecue grill. And if you have a parent who likes to grill a lot, this will be a great gift for that person or for the grill master in your home. Right?
Mm.
The grill. This should be called the Grill Master 3000 or 4000 at this rate.
Right?
I think by the time Deadpool ends up at the MCU, it'll be the 4000 marker. So there'll be another running joke.
Right. I hope he does it too.
Because if we go back to the MCU version, when Spider-Man comes in, he's 1000. He's on the 1000 marker. Anyway, there's your Grill Master Deadpool.
This one just makes me so happy.
For all you baristas out there in the world, this one's for you. Not Starbucks baristas, and not you Dunkin' Donuts people. I'm talking about you who work. This is for you, Brooklynites. This is for all you Oregon Portlandians or whatever. This is for every coffee person that's gonna give me a story about where this coffee came from, which we all know you bought the one that came out of the monkey's rectum. That's a different story, but you will pay for that one. That's for you, because either you have this crazy weird beard or you have the gauges in your ear, and you're going to tell me a story about your coffee experience that I don't care about because I just want damn coffee.
Right?
Plain and simple. It came from Colombia. It came from Colombia. It came from it came from a region that we're not supposed to have coffee. We get white powder stuff instead, and we all know you're on that. Anywho. And if this isn't in every coffee shop, I don't know what to tell. I feel like Funko should make a deal with every coffee shop in America to only sell this figure exclusively to coffee shops.
If I have like a coffee, the tray and how small it looks. Like this is amazing with the gauges and Deadpool things. Fantastic.
I feel like it's supposed to be a round tray, not a square tray.
Yeah.
So I feel like it should be something. I feel like he should be, there should be it should be small, like a small espresso cup, and then this big ass tray, because we've seen it all the time. They're not just gonna bring it to you like one person. They have to put it on a big tray, and I look at this ass. I have a story for that one. Happened to me once. Went to a coffee shop. The guy says, since I kept it for here, he says, you can have a seat. I'll bring it to you. He literally had this massive tray. When I mean massive tray, this looked like I went to a diner tray. That's what he had in the back. He pulled out a diner tray, and right in the middle of it was like my Beacon coffee cup, which looked like no little as this on this big, big tray. And I almost want to slap my coffee off the damn thing, because just seeing him hold it as if it was precious gold. Was even more funny to watch. I'm
That's
sorry. I'm sorry for you baristas or for any one of you coffee connoisseurs, but this should be in your collection. If you're a coffee junkie, this one's for you.
yeah.
Anything else to add to it?
I think you said it all.
I think you should like the. I know four guys that are just like this here in Brooklyn.
And he's got the little man bun too.
Right. Leave my man.
I said nothing of it.
I said, and sadder part. I used to be a barista at Starbucks. So
That's where the hate comes from.
You have no idea.
Let the hate
Anywho, next on
flow.
the list is Dino Pool. Instead of having his tiny little arms, he's got swords in his hand to extend his little tiny arms. This is too cute.
It is cool. I do like this. You know, is this what's the Dino from the Hulk series, right? Wasn't it?
I
They
can't
had
remember what series.
So
What
for
when
that, I think for X-Men, there's two different dinos that they've had for it.
on one of the
So
covers he's riding a dinosaur.
yeah, yes,
Like he had a pet dinosaur, and I believe the pet dinosaur like had his own personality, almost like you watched Lost World, whatever. One of the ones where the
yeah.
dinosaurs had his own mind or whatever, and he just was Deadpool.
Hmm.
But I can't see the dinosaur making a belt this big. Where is he gonna find like if this dinosaur had a sword that big? Holy crap, he'd slice through buildings.
Yeah. I'm not messing with them.
But this one is another kicker because his name is Cuban Death or Deadpool. His name is Deadpool. Wilson
Deadpool
Wade.
Pete.
Da, 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 da. When he's got his maracas, he goes chick chicky boom, chick chicky boom, chick chicky boom. His name is Wilson. He goes by Wade Wilson. He likes to go chick chicky boom, chick chicky boom, chick chicky boom. No.
We're sorry, folks. Hash hasn't slept much in the last few days.
Never. You see my post at 4 a.m. You see
I
the
know.
comment. You see. Like,
I know.
if you're not screaming, this is Cuban Pete. Especially when you watch The Mask. Yes.
It's definitely,
Yes.
as J-Bo puts
His
it, it's
name is
Deadpool
Wade
Pete.
Wilson. Da 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 da. He likes to go chick chicky boom, chick chick.
They should do a case of this, but have him with a green mask, just to be a nod to the Mask with Jim Carrey.
If they make it green, you know who was the first person to complain about it first? It would be Ryan Ryan Reynolds himself. He'll be like,
I don't think he would. I don't think he would.
nah, you
Because
don't think he'll
this
complain about
literally
it?
looks. No, Ryan Reynolds is the type of person he could care less. He's getting
Yeah.
a residual check from it no matter what, because we're automatically thinking it's Cuban Pete, so fans are going to do it too. So I don't think he cares. But
I don't think he cares either.
It's too funny though. It's a really good one.
We also have LARP Deadpool. Anyone who's a big cosplayer fan, loves elves. I don't know why, but I think that the belt around the head changes the character look completely. Forget the ears; it's the belt.
I want to see somebody as Deadpool dressed like this at a convention.
We're gonna see it.
Yeah.
We're gonna see this.
Yep.
If I don't see a version of this weekend at the Garden State Comic Fest, I eventually should be seeing this at a March, April, May, maybe a June show or two. This should be happening. This is for every single Deadpool fan who has a closet full of Deadpool cosplays to just
Yeah.
add the extra accessory.
You have one costume and then just regular normal outfits, and you've got 40 different Deadpool cosplays.
Right, the
which
sneakers on him. That's like
Yeah,
every
right.
single cosplayer that doesn't likes wearing sneakers with his costume. Almost
Yeah.
like why Spider-Man's the way he is because of the fact that he likes wearing his sneakers under his over his costume. This one's my favorite. Yeah, this one's my favorite. Et tu, Brugi? Et tu,
Yeah.
Colossus? Et tu? Et tu, Brugi?
I think you said it best earlier. Is A2 Wolverine?
Et tu, Wolverine?
Roman said it.
If you're Roman Senator Deadpool.
Yeah,
That
the only thing I think of with these stuff is like, don't get me wrong, these are hilarious and they're funny. This is going to be like get old with these because they have
fast.
so many Deadpools that they could do. You know,
Yeah,
but I
but
get it.
if you're gonna do this one, don't be a smart person with it. Don't be that guy.
Yeah,
But we're gonna have that one person is gonna be that guy.
always do.
That guy.
Always do.
But here's the fun part and everything with WandaVision happening right now. We're on the bandwagon for Falcon and Winter Soldier. So granted,
Mm,
we've shown these figures. I think we've shown just 3 of the figures before. There's a
yep.
new figure attached to it. But why? Let's jump on it because right after WandaVision, we're jumping. I think like less than a month later, we're getting Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
So you said you're collecting because all these guys have done a Comic Con or two. Some of them have been guests at, especially if you're in New England territory, especially been guests at New York Comic Con. So some of them are my neighbors at in New York. There's another story. Good to just collect these for when they eventually end up at comic book conventions. You want to get them signed. Baron Thema would be one of them.
Hmm.
I like the way the character is anyway. He's
I like
like
the a mask. They're going to the mask. It's good.
they're going like how he would look like in the comic books now.
Yep.
I like it, especially how he looks in the cartoon and the action figures as well too. Then
Hmm.
we have the new edition of Falcon.
Yep. With Redbird.
Pretty cool, attached to his wing. So it'll be interesting how the box art will later
Well,
hold him in
it
place.
looks the way it looks like he's like flying out from the backpack. So in the middle of his backpack is where it was. It looks like flying out, and he's like doing the thing for it.
Right, so it's like it's an action shot because that thing's coming out of
Yeah.
his backpack, so it's an action shot as if it's next to
Yep.
him or going to be flying away from him. Yeah, you're right. You're
Yep.
right on that one. There's your concept box art for the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Can't believe, man, they're up to 700. This is another key marker as well too for anyone who likes collecting even numbers. This Falcon figure sits at 700, meaning that out of the Funko line, that's figure 700. Dude, kudos to you for collecting all those figures.
Well, I
Kudos
think
to
if I'm not
you.
mistaken, when it's 700 in this line, it's just the 700 in the comic line. Like
No,
anything.
700 in the pop line. It's not pop comic. This is pop in general.
Oh.
This is 700 in the original. This is the original box art. This is 700. Or am I getting
Oh
this
yeah,
one
that is
wrong?
original.
Because up to something else. So out of this one is 700.
Yeah, because I know when they do other lines, they'll say what it is, like pop movies, pop video games, pop, cartoons, whatever, and that number is what number it is in that particular line.
This is for pop, like Funko Pop. Pretty cool.
Huh.
We also got the of him flying in, Falcon flying.
Hmm. The action shot, but this one he looks like he's got like the light pink color scheme on it.
Hmm. I like the
So,
wings. I think the wings are definitely updated from what I can see. His centerpiece. See, this will be
mm,
the kicker. Are they gonna show in the line? I know because this is an updated version from his previous suit. So this is suit 2. In suit 3, are we gonna get the Captain America look? Are we gonna get the white and red? Because this is close
don't
to
know.
it. If you just paint these white
Yeah,
and you just finish his star, it's it's half finished. The bottom and the top piece is finished, and that is the Captain America, the wing that he would have if it was a full star.
yeah,
This is easily, for all the fans out there, repaintable, and especially adding the extra star accessory right there is what you need. This is version 1 of something interesting we're going to be seeing. And next in the line, everyone's favorite is Mr. Sebastian, aka the Winter Soldier, with his short hair and his Bucky attired look.
see, I look at the look and I think of Evil Dead, the blue shirt,
Right,
with
the
the
metal
arm.
arm. Yeah, right, because he's in a sleeve. He's actually wearing a sleeve now, so all he has to do, and he said it before. I don't have to wear the full arm now. It's now covered in a jacket, and all I do is put on a glove.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. Yeah, it's Evil Dead. Just change the box art. All you gotta do is change the box art. Just say Evil Dead, and you're sold.
I'm looking forward to this TV series. I really.
You mean Disney Plus series? It's not a TV series.
That's true.
What would you call this? Would this be a cinematic series or something else?
I
Dude,
would
we're only
say
like half. We're only halfway through, guys, with all your Funko lines and everything, because there's a lot that came out in the past couple days. So next, yeah, yes. Now we have Arc Knight from the Infinity Warps series. So this one being a crossover between Moon Knight and Spider-Man. You said you like some of these, and you're not a big fan of all of them.
I like the Arachnite one because I do like the Moon Knight with the Spider-Man matchup. I do like it. It's probably one of my favorite ones because I do like both characters. This
like
one
this
I
one more
definitely
now
dig because of Emma Frost and Wolverine. I just like the look of it.
Right, he has diamond claws. He looks like he's part of Hellfire Club.
Yeah,
He looks
Pimp Daddy Wolverine over here.
Oh, for anyone who's a natural blonde, this will be a perfect little cosplay to do.
Yep.
You always complain. Any guy complaining, my hair is not perfect. You have light hair. If you don't do Diamond Wolverine,
yeah, easily eye patch, a white suit, blue shirt, put some gloves, the claws on.
baby blue. Just do baby blue shirt, and baby blue tie. Not hard to find a baby blue tie somewhere.
Nope.
You also have Ghost Panther. After looking at it, this could have been easily glow in the dark.
Yep.
With the flames.
Well, there's another one that's going to be coming out with this, and I think it's the Chase. He has looks like a metal chain ball on it that's on fire. So there's two versions of this one coming out, and that one, I'm not sure if that one's a GameStop exclusive, but I think it might be. So I know it comes with that one. It's like the chain and the ball of fire at the end of it.
Nice. We also got Iron Hammer. This reminds me of Steel. Superman Steel.
Yes.
Man of Steel. Yes. This reminds me of that one.
Yes.
Granted, is the Iron Man Thor crossover, but this screams Steel 24/7, especially with the center being as silver as it is.
Yes.
And this is Mjolnir. It's like, how could you do it?
Mjolnir, you look awesome.
Yes, do what Jabo does, guys. Go on GameStop.com and pre-order yours. And if you are not a fan of GameStop, just go to this guy right below you right here. His name is Michael Bergy. He'll get you your orders.
Come see me. I got you.
You can also hit him up on Facebook for your pre-orders. Just do it during store hours so he can call you back. This one too. This is Madam Hell, which is yet again, this is Iron Man with the with Hela, but also it's kind of weird is it's got the Punisher logo in the center.
Now, when I thought Madam, I thought this was the Madam Hydra.
That could
Hela.
be it.
I think that's what this is. It's Madam Hydra.
Oh, right,
and Hela.
the horns.
Yeah.
Right. Did she wear a helmet?
Oh.
Madam. You have Lady. Yeah. Is that what it is? Lady Loki.
That'd be cool if it was Lady Loki.
I think Loki. It reminds me of also Lady Loki, a version of Lady Loki with Hela mixed and everything, because the horns are Loki's horns.
Yeah. And then the black headdress is definitely, Hela.
Right. So we'll look that up later. Still pretty cool. Great to have. Great to grab to a collection. It's a cool little number, and I like the fact that they're crossing over their own Marvel characters. This is actually one of my favorites, which actually will end up in my collection, and that is the Captain America Doctor Strange crossover. But what people don't know is the face of the character is a former editor-in-chief, Mark Greenwald. He'll also be cameoing through also be cameoing in the Loki series as well too. But having this little crossover is pretty cool and it's kind of cool,
Yeah. Not my
right?
favorite, but
It's Soldier. I like it. Soldier Supreme. He's got his mustache. He's got a goatee and everything.
yeah,
He's got something going on. He's
little
got
soul
something.
patch with his mustache.
He's a soul man. Did it, did it, did it, did it. We also got our Luchador series. We have Captain Marvel.
Yeah, these are very unique. I don't get
I
these,
like the
but
name box because we were reading the names before.
the
And
names on them are awesome.
go for it.
La Estrella Cosmica.
What is an Estrella? Marvelous? No.
I would think it
Right.
would
Was
be
it something
Captain
cosmic?
Marvel. So
No, right,
cosmic.
but cosmic is cosmic. Cosmita. What is if you're Spanish, let us know the translations of these figures as we're going through them, because what's translated from English to Spanish is always different from what is actually said. Because as we see, it could say the Mistress of Cosmic. That's what it probably reads on the box.
Hmm.
But in English translation, we're looking at Captain Marvel, our favorite Deadpool,
Luchadores Deadpool.
right? El
So
Chimichanga,
Chimichanga de la Muerte. So
the taco eater of the dead, right? Is that what it is? The
I like
taco
the name. I think the name is hilarious.
El Chimichanga de la
El Muerte. Hilarious.
Muerte.
Chimichanga of death.
Right. We have the Hulk.
Yeah.
Hulk angry.
El Furioso, which I would say would be Fury. So which I get that because he's angry and something like that. So an angry
Yeah,
type
he's
character, I would assume.
what do you call him, Mr. Furious?
Yeah,
But
Mr.
I'm
Furious.
surprised it ain't Mr. Green Furious, right? Something like
Yeah.
that. You have Iron Man.
El Hero Invicto. The Iron Hero instead of Iron Man. I
Right?
guess.
The hero's iron. Is that what it is? Let's read it from English to Spanish, right? From English all the way. The hero.
I
I don't.
mean, Invicto
Yeah.
would be, I would think, Iron? No, would be victorious or not victorious? I'm not sure.
Hey,
I like the look of him
comments
though.
below, guys. Please
Yeah, right.
comments below. We like to hear what you got to say with this one. This was also a good one. Spider-Man.
I do like how he's got the El Acno, the
I want to make a face though, because I feel like the luchador should have made a face. He looks like a rock. You could do this any rock star pose. If you're missing him, if you're missing a rock star, just change the head. But he's got the pose,
right.
and he's also got the "I love you" pose too. So, and you also got Venom as well too.
Noid.
A Venomoid. You said this one's a rare though. You said like this one may be a chase or is a limited run.
I don't think it's not a chase, but this is a very, very hard one to find in stores. I have not seen one in any of the game types I've been in, and if anybody knows me and follows me on social media, I work in plenty of the stores everywhere. I'm like
In Rhode Island, and it's only just a short drive between these stores. You'll find a Bergy at one of them.
yes, I'm like the hooker. I go to all the stores. I'm pimped out.
You're the Mallrat of Mallrats. If they could make Mallrats 3 and
Yeah.
have you into it with you're at one store but you end up in another store, but it's the same
Yeah.
actually they could do that for their store, but that's a different story. Anyway, you have Wolverine.
I like how
list.
I like how chest hair in this one. All the others didn't have chest hair, but he does. Yep. El Animal Indestructible. The Wolverine.
The instructable animal.
Yeah, I mean that's
But
what
they're missing the accent on one of the on the animal.
The thing, yeah.
It's always animal. All right, and more Marvel for you guys, and that is the Spider-Verse, the Miles Morales Spider-Man game, Spider-Mans. Uh,
This is the Venom Punch
we've seen them before.
one.
We've posted before, but part of the Funko fair that's happening right now, they are getting they're making sure you guys know that these figures are out. So if you haven't grabbed a few, if you don't know where to pre-order them, go to your local GameStop, go to FYE, go to anywhere that you can get your Funko Pops in, and pre-order your Spider-Mans today. And we're starting with the first Miles Morales, his new suits with his electric punch or whatever. What is it called? His Venom punch?
Venom Punch. Yep, it's called his Venom Punch. He's taking
Ven-
his kinetic energy basically, and he's making it into like a punch.
Nice.
Yep.
We got the chase. Maskless Miles.
Yep.
We just got the 2020 suit that he has on. Very EDM, very
Yeah.
Daft Punk, as we said before.
Definitely Daft Punk.
I like the fact that the Spider-Man logo is digitized on his chest plate. Is this one of the suits in the game too, or no?
I haven't gotten this suit yet, so I don't know if it is one of the suits. But then again, there's a couple of things I haven't finished yet to get a couple of suits. So this could be one of them. I'm not sure.
I need to order it because someone's birthday is right on the corner. I want to spend a whole week. I'm not playing. I'm not doing anything. Yeah, I like to take a 1 week break. That's impossible.
Right.
Miles Morales 2020 suit for you guys out there. Granted, we're in 2021, but a lot of these were not released, so get them while it's hot, and sooner or later, the voiceover actor for Miles Morales will be at your nearest Comic-Con. We also got the other Spider-Mans as well too in his
Bodega suit. Oh, so if this
Bodega.
is a Bodega suit, is this? I don't know if this is the cat one with the backpack.
Oh, is it?
I don't know if this is the Bodega suit with the cat. Not sure. I don't remember.
Am I wrong saying they misspelled Bodega?
Yeah.
Never mind. Anywho, I guess it's got to be one of the Bodega scenes because it says Bodega cat suit.
Yeah, with cat suit. So that's it. So this is the cat suit. This is the one I pre-ordered. I pre-ordered this one because the cat suit is awesome. When you're battling, you do the finisher move. The cat comes out of the backpack, swat, and then like hits him with an electrical thing and jumps back in your backpack. It's hilarious in the game.
So they should have made a chase with a cat's attached to his shoulder kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or like the action shot of the cat coming out at the very end, going like this. So,
that'd be cool. I hope it comes with the cat in the backpack. We
also have the Miles Morales programmable suit. Did you get the suit yet, or no? This looks like a very Doc Ock into the death suits.
I have not gotten the suit yet, but this definitely reminds me of Superior Spider-Man suit that he wore for it. We also got the purple suit Spider-Man. Yeah, very just given to him by his uncle in the game. This is he finds out that his uncle
the Prowler.
The Prowler.
This is the Prowler colors.
So you got to do like a certain mission in the game, and you collect these sounds from all over the city, and then you get once you collect all the sounds. It's actually a pretty cool suit. I've used it a few times. It's cool. Nice. I always love it. We got the Miles Morales red suit. This kind of reminds me of the oh my god, the Gwen Stacy one. This reminds me of the Gwen Stacy suit. It does. Spider-Gwen. Spider-Gwen does remind me of that, like just different style, color scheme with it. But yeah, very similar to it. I can see that. There's your box art for it and everything. And we also got the striped suit. This looks like the black and white, the Vector suit that was from the first series. Instead of it being black and white, we have it in red and black. You're talking about the strike suit or something like that. Yeah. Right, it's like it's like an armored version suit and everything is a heavy, bulkier one. The strike suit. This is the strike suit. Strike suit. Yeah. And your favorite, the winter suit. I do love this one. I play the game all the time. I just think it's hilarious. Walking in a winter Miles land. You're swinging through New York City in the wintertime and through the snow. Why wouldn't you be wearing, earmuffs and a scarf and a hat? Why not?
Right. Your mother always when you leave the house as a kid, your mother always bundled you up, even if you had your jacket zipped all the way down. Right before you left the house, mom
Yep.
or dad, moms, but always moms bundled you up. Made sure your scarf. You made sure your scarf. I'm surprised the scarf isn't around his mouth, because parents always made sure that scarf was always around your mouth for some reason,
Gotta
and
have it here.
always protect your chest. That's always given. And last but least in the Spider-Man Marvel Miles Morales series is the alternate Miles
I
Morales suit.
think this is his track suit one. I think it's called in the game. Definitely a cool suit. I think this might be the plus. You get the suit with it. I'm not sure. I haven't unlocked it yet, but I think this is called the track suit.
Got it. Very cool. And we got to get to some fun suits for you guys, and that not fun suits, but fun figures. And that is, we've shown these figures before. They're re-shown again because a lot of stores didn't pick them up or carry them, and that is jumping onto the WandaVision toys. Granted, we don't have all of them to show you guys because a lot of them are missing, but these are supposed to be heading up shelves very shortly. If not that, pre-order them as fast as you can.
I think some of these might already be in stores too because the show is already out.
Yeah.
I've already seen a lot of these because of the trailers they've shown earlier, and some of these images got leaked. I think I've got this one in my GameStop right now. This one I haven't seen yet. If I did, I'd buy it because it's a Chase variant. I have not seen this one yet, at all. This one,
Yeah,
I
you
think
haven't
we
seen
have in
Wanda.
our store. I think we have this in our store. This one, the Wanda's Vision, which is kind of reminds me of Lucy. I love Lucy style with those. This I've seen in the GameStops, the Vision, where I love it that he is dressed like Vision from like the 70s, 80s, comics, and then Wanda from that same time frame.
Right.
Yes, kids and kidettes, this is how Wanda used to dress as an Avenger.
And we'll probably see it close to this very shortly as well too.
Yeah,
And here's a good one for you guys, for all your movie fans out there, and that is The Mummy.
I love the Mummy TV series. And the fact that they've waited this long to do this pop set, it's kind of weird that they've waited this long.
Really? Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
because you got to figure that came
That's
out back
true.
in 1996, 97. I think that movies started the franchise.
98,
Was
97,
it?
98?
Yeah, something like that.
No, I think it was in high school or college. I can't remember. Anyway, you have one figure. You have Imhotep. Imhotep.
I like this one because they've added like a mouth to him. It looks like it's like attached to it. Like crud, we forgot they just threw it on there. So I like
I
the
feel like
way
this
this
could
is.
be bigger. I feel like this could be the 10-inch that they have. That's always like,
I would say this should be this one personally, not a 10-inch one. I think the 10-inch one would be a little creepy like this. But at least the 6-inch one, I think this would work better.
you're
But
painting the teeth just to creep out everyone.
oh
You're
yeah, you got it.
you're paint. I mean, yeah, you're blacklighting the teeth and you're blacklighting the sands.
That
Very
would be
sands of
awesome.
time.
And then do
And
the robe, the white on the robe there to make it like the glow in the dark stuff.
it's
Rick
true.
O'Connell. So
I could see the other I could see more.
I loved Brendan Fraser in this movies. I thought he did a great job with these.
And this will be the second toy he comes up with, because the first one is him with Doom Patrol.
Yeah,
His first film goes Doom Patrol. So this will be the second oh my god, this will be the second Brendan Fraser figure recently released. Next in the line, we showed you guys before in groups. Not this one. I actually deleted these. You guys actually want to go through anime? We have the Naruto figures as well too. We'll run through these real quick. If you're a big Naruto fan, we have the Six Path Sage. We also got Pain. I don't remember who the last one is. I think we got one more, and we have
Shikamaru.
Shikamaru Nara.
Kind of reminds me of
So
from what's the TV series we're going to talk about, the Umbrella Academy, where the one can control Ben, where he can control all the
that looks like it's early version of Ben.
yeah.
It's the early version of Ben. And now we got some more anime. No, we got some more stuff for you guys, and that is jumping into the NBA line. We went through this before last week. We'll go through them real fast for you guys, for whoever is a basketball fan. So for you Philly fans out there, we got Allen Iverson. For you Bulls fans out there, or Rodman, we got Dennis Rodman himself. Dominic Wilkins. For you Atlanta fans,
Going
for
for the
all
dunk.
you right, for all you Spurs fans, whether ABA or NBA, we got
Finger
George
roll.
Gervin. It's all about the finger roll. He one of two players to finger roll during games.
Yep.
For all you Rockets fans and the nail in the coffin for the Knicks season, Mr. Hakeem Olajuwon. Look, man, he was not only a Knicks killer, but he was also a Shaq killer at the well as well too. And the reason for Taco Bell creating the double decker taco at one point, which was supposed to be a pay-per-view event of Dominic Wilkins versus Shaquille O'Neal, which never happened.
Uh,
Everyone forgets that storyline. Yeah, I remember like there was a back in my hand because I purposely ordered the double decker tacos in order to get a free pay per view for this matchup.
that's too funny.
We did it. If you live in Detroit and you're a Pistons fans, we got Isaiah Thomas for you. And I'm really hoping you weren't a Team USA one because reason why he was denied.
Yeah, no, he was never going to be on that team.
For all you New York fans again, especially for your Nets fans and for your Philly fans out there, getting the old school Julius Irving rocking his ABA New York Nets jersey. Kind of funny because if you watch the Nets jersey, he can also be part of the G League the G League now, and be part of the Long Island Nets. So you got a triple entendre there, right there for Julius Irving.
Oh, look at the
Would
fro,
I,
man. Classic.
I feel like the fro could have been bigger. I remember him having a bigger fro. I remember
Oh,
that.
then
I remember that.
then they would have put that in the 6 to 8 inch box. That would have been amazing.
The 10-inch box comes. Your 4-inch figure comes in the 8 and a 10-inch box because of the because of the fro that he had back then. I think he had the biggest hair during those ABA days.
Mm.
If you're a big fan of the NBA especially during the ABA and NBA days back in those days, or you're a big Detroit Pistons fans, Dominic Wilkins fans, or let again Scottie Pippen fan from the Bulls. We forget he took the Bulls to the conference finals the year Jordan was not around.
Yep.
Let us know what you think about these NBA figures, because I'm definitely want to grab a Rodman, and I can see our boy. I can definitely see our dear old friend Adam Salties taking these figures and zombifying them.
Yeah, that'd be hysterical seeing that shows. I'm surprised he doesn't do that with more pops, honestly.
It takes a lot out of him. He likes his amiibos better.
Yeah.
But I guess because look, the amiibos can come out of the box because once you take them out of the box is one thing. Your Funkos, your pure collectors still want the box.
True.
So you got to create a box for them. And the inserts are the hardest ones to create. So we have to figure out to create a new insert for your Funko Pops. Actually, we can always make them. That's for a different story. Anywho, continuing on, especially for all you Funko fans, yet again, we went through this before, and that is the Pokemon. You got your metallic Bulbasaur. There's the cute little Funko box and everything, too. We have the Meowth. You know, his pre-evolution of going into Persian. You have the attack stance Pikachu.
Angry Pikachu.
He's not happy in the bathroom, Pikachu.
Yeah.
And your psychotic duck, aka side duck, as well too. Jumping into more stuff that we've already discussed just last week alone as well too. Granted, we're going through these because these are all part of Funko Fanfare. That is the Babu Freak. This is the 10-inch figure for you fans out there. I like how we got from 10-inch to big 12-inch to 22-inch figures out of Funko, which is insane. Does anyone have the room for these big ones?
No,
I don't.
No, I couldn't. I could not.
We have the Ben Solo with holding the blue lightsaber. We have the revitalized Emperor Palpatine. We have Rey with the two lightsabers with the Han and it's not Han. I mean, with the Luke and Leia lightsabers, right? Luke and Leia sabers.
Yeah, I'd say
We
that.
have Rey holding her yellow saber. I think that's about it for that little collection. But next one is where we brought up all the Valentine's Day stuff for you guys, especially if you're a Valentine's Day person. Um, and we'll go through these one more time because I thought they were kind of cute and everything. And what would you do with Chewie? What would you phrase Chewie as, especially for Valentine's Day? The beast in you, right? The beast in me, right? The beast in you.
uh,
I don't
right?
know.
I have a
You're the
beauty
one.
comp beast. I don't know. Beauty and the beast.
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast theme. Okay,
Yeah,
go to
I can
Beauty and
see
the
that.
Beast theme. All right, there's a cute little Funko right there, the Hearts edition.
Yeah.
We also have the Stormtrooper with the heart. I guess I'll never miss you, something like that. I'll never
Yeah.
miss you, or in a sense, I'll always miss you.
Right.
I'll always
One or
there you
the
go. I'll always miss you, Stormtrooper. Because
other.
why they always miss their targets.
Yeah.
It's kind of cute. I gotta get you know what? I'm gonna get a few just for Valentine's Day. A few of you. All right. S&M Vader, aka I love you to death kind of thing. I love you. Yeah, in a way, I love you to death.
Search your feelings. You know it's true.
Yeah, so yes. Yes, search your feelings, you know it's true. Yes, yes. Daddy's love. I don't know.
Right? Yeah. Daddy's love.
Daddy's love.
Yeah.
Let us know what thing or what concept you think of when it comes to these Valentine's Day things. What would you card it? How would you leave a note on this thing? Would you put a nice little slab on the bottom, put a white sticker you can draw on?
Well, they
What would
have it
you do
actually
it?
they have it at the top over there on the top back part of it. Right, the pop logo says right there.
Oh, does
To
it?
it.
Yeah, but it's to and from.
Yeah.
So what if you take him out of the box? What would you put in the bottom of it? See, I'd be the one putting a secret message on the bottom.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna write the to and from, but then I want to add a note as if they think of it like a card. What else would you add to this? Would you put an
Sure.
insert? Remember, you open the top. That's a blank slate. Would you write a poem? I'm your daddy.
I'm your daddy Vader.
This is true. I mean, just last week we talked about the Hello Kitty version. This is now the next version of Hello Kitty. We did talk about R2KT. I still didn't get the story from it. 501st did not message us back and anything to give us the full story of the series of R2KT. So hopefully we do get the version of the story that we're looking for. And our favorite that we called last week is Yoda One for Me.
You're the one for me. I think it's the perfect thing for Yoda.
What would you say that? How would you greet someone with this? If it's not Yoda One for Me, what would you use it as?
That's what I would use was Yoda one for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yoda One for Me. Now, for all you Ninja Turtle fans out there, just not too long ago last year, they had just released Ninja Turtles, which include the chase of April and a Master Splinter, and I think they threw in a Casey Jones and the second edition of your favorite four characters. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Funko fans of all ages, we have Krang, which is kind of odd because this is an Entertainment Earth exclusive. So you have to go to entertainmentearth.com to pre-order this exclusive Funko set. No, this is exclusive Funko. It is a 6-inch. It
You
is
can also
big.
get this at FYE.
And you can get us at FYE. All right. And
Yep.
go to your local FYE, wherever you can find an FYE. In New York, we don't have an FYE. So if you have an FYE, happy hunting. I want to know if the Krang attaches and detaches itself.
Right? That's what I'm curious on too, because it looks like it should be able to come out of the inside. So it looks like it's an inside.
Yeah, it looks like it's spaced. It looks like it's plastered. I don't know why. It's got the shiny look to it.
Yeah.
It looks like it can easily break. Here's your cool art. I love the fact that it has no face, even though on the original cartoon series they just put a face as if he had a face.
Yep.
And I remember sometimes in the cartoon series, it did have a bit of a facial expression at certain points.
Yeah, it was
So
like it almost took whatever the Krang was thinking, it made it smile or grin or whatever.
yeah, it did something. Krang in the box. Krang in the box. There's your
Mhm.
Funko arts and everything from the retro toy line. From your retro toy line, number 72 in the series.
Right?
I just want to know if Krang detaches itself.
That's what I'm saying.
And as we are all patiently waiting on Amazon to give us our new season of the Umbrella Academy, ladies and gentlemen, season 2 toys are out. Yes, we have Allison with her like little scar.
I was just saying, it's
We
like, I
also
was,
got
I was remembering what
what
episode that she got the scar. I was kind of, I was like, huh?
towards the end. It was towards the end of the season. It
Yep,
was towards the end when
that's
when
right.
they had the battle.
Yep.
Uh, you have Pogo. You have Ben. You have Ben. You have Ben to the pre stuff as well too, because this is where everything goes to hell and back thanks to Ben. We
Yep.
have Diego. Klaus is everyone's favorite.
I love his hands. Hello, goodbye.
We have Luther pre-ape and everything too, so which is really good. No ape look.
No.
And we also got number 5.
I,
What do you do with him? What do you do with someone like him?
you know, he's caused so much trouble and havoc in this series, like, from time jumping and, doing everything like that. He keeps rebooting their timeline in a way, you
He's the
know?
problem.
Yep.
Now they gotta go back and they have to kill Ben in order to make the timeline right. And you have Vanya. Vanya is also the key to all this as well too. Two characters that should have been dead since season 1. Because
Yeah.
why? One starts the apocalypse and one messes up and goes back, tries to fix it, and kind of continues the apocalypse. One starts it, one continues the apocalypse, and it's an endless an endless train of one starts it, one continues it.
And if you notice, in the first one, she was wearing all white at the end. This one, she's wearing all black at the end. So it's kind of like the evil. So,
Yeah, we're almost done. Because why? This is one of my favorites that caught me off guard, and I didn't think was be happening, and that is Billy from White Man Can't Jump.
This makes me so happy. I loved watching this movie as a kid growing up, and then going out there trying to play basketball because I was Billy
Right?
Whale. I couldn't dunk. Like, I couldn't dunk. You know?
Could dunk. You could. If it was a 9-foot rim, you could dunk.
Oh, 9-foot rim, I could dunk all day.
Right?
Regulation 10-foot rim,
10-foot on a 10-foot rim, I can touch the rim. Could I
Yep.
dunk? No. 10-foot
Yep.
rim, I can touch that rim. At one point, I was able to hold it. At one point, I was able to hold it from here like this,
I think I had one time I jumped up and I grabbed it, but I could never palm the ball to dunk it. I never could.
I could. That's a weird part. I could palm. If you got a good basketball, I can palm the ball. But the problem is, I've jammed these fingers way too many times trying to do really ridiculous stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, you got Billy, and everyone's favorite is Sydney. Especially Wesley. If you're a Wesley Snipes fan and you're a Woody Harrelson fan, oh, dude, you got to add these to your collection. I'm surprised this isn't a 2-pack.
They might. They could come out with a 2-pack for it.
That's true. They did wear different jerseys. They did have different outfits, and thankfully for that movie, anytime they hit the court, they had a different outfit on. So as far as Funkos, just like the WWE toys, where they all had different action figures and they all had different colors, I can see them going with the different outfits, with everything.
I like how the basketball looks like it's got a sparkle to it too.
And to make the diamond, could you see the diamond edition, where it's just the basketball and his chain as a diamonds?
See that? And then same thing with Billy. You have that, and he had it and he wore, but you're not seeing it in this.
Right,
like,
he had it. Oh, he tucked it in because his girlfriend was like, "Tuck it in." That was
always tucked it in. Yep.
That was a joke, but
Rosie
his girlfriend said oh yes. right after Do the
Short
Right
on
Thing.
Jeopardy.
And then last but not least, we've shown these as a group pack and everything too. And that is the WWE Funkos. We had China. We're gonna go through these real fast because we've gone through these before with you guys. So now you get the individual looks. We got Drew McIntyre. We got Edge. We got Otis with his Money in the Bank's briefcase.
The
We got
beard on
Stone
that was
Cold
just
with the Smoking Skull Championship belt. So I was actually happy to see the Smoking Skull belt on him.
I like this one a lot. I like Stone Cold there.
And our 2-pack with WWE ring. Yes, this is actually a full size funk. These are 2 full size Funkos that'll hold the championship ring. And this set, I believe, is a $30 set.
Yeah.
And I know GameStop has them sold out right now, right?
No, we couldn't even pre-order them because I went in the other day to try to pre-order them, and they're not available to pre-order. It just says new. The rest, all the other WWEs you pre-order, but this one it just says new, so it's not pre-orderable yet. So I'm hoping we get a few extras in store because I want one.
So of all the Funkos that you saw today and everything, and all the other toys, I mean, it wasn't really a lot, especially when it came to. I mean, we did Mattel and Funkos. I mean, we killed you guys with a ton of Funkos today. What was one of your favorites?
Toy wise, it is definitely some of the He-Man ones. I really dug some of the He-Man action figures and stuff. Those are definitely like a fan favorite of mine. I even dug some of the wrestling ones, and I'm not a big wrestler for the He-Man ones.
Right.
But for the Funkos, I honestly, to the truth, the 2 I love the most that I want is that Billy and Sydney from White Men Can't Jump. I absolutely love that movie, dude. If that's on TV, on TNT, Spike, whatever, I stop and watch it every time. You know, this just too funny. Love it.
It's kind of funny that a lot of the cast members from I said Do the Right Thing are part of White Man Can't Jump.
Yeah,
a lot of the cast members have gone like back and forth. Jabo says he likes the Krang and he likes the He-Man figures. My favorite is
Turtles. I would definitely see you need that. That's a pivotal piece.
Right. That is a must. That is a must-have.
Yeah.
For me, I'm gonna go with the He-Man. I mean He-Man and Skeletor. If I'm gonna pick 2, I'm going with the He-Man and Skeletor, the battle armor versions of both of them. Because for me, and I gotta throw in She-Ra because those are the only 3 I'm gonna grab and collect and hunt for. As far as the rest of the cast, I'm sorry, maybe Hordak, maybe I don't know, but right, because Hordak is She-Ra's the main villain. Yeah,
Yep.
I get it. I'm waiting to see how they're gonna do Hero because why we get the new version of Hero, but they've never released it, and how they're gonna redo all the other She-Ra characters because especially in that style, Mattel dropped the ball when it came to that style, and we just got the single action, and it was like Barbie edition ones where they all twirled and everything. Yes,
so true.
I had to go to the girls' aisle to pick up She-Ra figures, and if you were one of the guys or one of the boys, especially at that very young age of 4 to 5 years old, and you had to go to the girls' aisle to get He-Man figures, which was in the girls' aisle, even the boys' toys for She-Ra were in the girls' aisle, and they weren't great either. Anyway, that's the show for you guys and everything. If you like what you're seeing, go and follow us on www.twitch.tv/Evil Comics Inc. Follow our Facebook page, This Week in Toy Culture. And if you like any of the stuff you've seen, buy us some merch. We got some cool shirts. We got the Cut to Check shirts. We got the This Week in Pop Culture. We're gonna add the This Week in Toy Culture shirt as well too. Some of them are exclusive to all of us as part of the show. So if you buy an exclusive shirt, proceeds go to us because why? It costs a lot of money to keep some of these shows up, and we don't got ads. We got you guys to help us out. Buy a shirt and keep these shows going.
Yeah.
Anywho, and also tomorrow catch us again late night as well too, as we're going to be doing the take. So go and check us out tomorrow 10 o'clock, and you'll catch me tomorrow as well too with Sammy with the live art show with Sammy Castillo.
Hey, you have a long day. You have Sammy, and then you have me and Mayhem.
Oh God, I'm ready for the mayhem. But anyway, hope you guys like the shirts. Dad Bod Boba's going around right now. We got Bergipedia happening
Yeah.
as well too. My name is Arash Zandieh. That's Michael Bergy. We'll see you all tomorrow. If not that, we'll see you next week right here on This Week in Toy Culture. Good night, everyone.